Hey, Chanel, come in.
Hey boo, happy
Hey,
Monday.
girl, what's up?
Hey, all right, Demon. So your sound is a little staticky, boo.
Hold one moment.
Okay. Hey, everybody coming in. What's up, Chanel? How you doing, baby? Mitri for reals. What's up, baby? The Sims overdose. What's up, Sims? Good to see you, Sims.
Okay, is that better, Ro?
No, you know what, dear? It's still
What
staticky.
is it? Staticky? It's still staticky now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me, I need to come, I'm just gonna put my laptop, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. I will be right back. She just has to get her sound together. Bird is the word. A bird. What's up, boo? Yeah, y'all. So I'm about to just really shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Molly said that he feels I need to be dragged. So I don't. Maybe some dragons. So I'm gonna just yeah, be quiet. Let him let him talk. I'm gonna tell Brian, bring all your energy over here. Bring your energy. Say how you feel. Yeah, it's good to see you. The Sims overdose. Yeah. So y'all, like I was saying back on my channel that this story came to YouTube. Uh Brian brought it over here and I was just, engaging with it. I knew it was serious. I've seen Brian in situations that were, serious before. Especially, things with his mother and all of that. So, I've never, put any laughter or a joke upon that. No. Sometimes it's the way Brian goes about handling things that may bring a little humor. Sometimes just the way he approaches it. But yeah, that's what I wanted him to know is that no, I'm not laughing at nobody's trauma, but this is the fifth, seventh story that Brian has brought to YouTube. So by
Hey,
now, I would have thought
Roro.
that he would have known. Oh, hey, boo. Let's.
Hey,
Hey,
is Brian ready to come up?
he should be. Yeah, but is he
I
in
know
in
Pastor
the
just went
building?
live. I didn't know if he was trying to go over there and talk to him, but I didn't see when he left the chat because you wouldn't because he was telling you to drop the link right now, whatever. When you left the chat, he didn't I didn't see what he said. I put a share this to my wall, but he was trying to have a talk with you. So I'm assuming it's because now, bro, you knew what you was over there up to do. Um, you knew what you was over there up to with that darn commentary. Now I know your stance is that if it's on you make a video, we can talk about it. But you know he already had addressed you earlier and then y'all had y'all left off from yesterday. And I missed you at Jay Wilson's. I don't know why. Well, I guess we'll get to that here too. But so I think he was wanting you to drop it then. He was upset. But now you can't tell me you ain't surprised that Brian would be a little bothered by the commentary.
Yeah, being that I know Brian can be quite sensitive at times. I understand that he can feel that way, but he also has to like he sometimes he doesn't listen. He won't listen to what is actually being said. He'll just yell out that you're wrong or you're trying to make a joke out of it, and that's not the case. And then the number one thing is he just feels like, oh, you're trying to shade my situation. No, sometimes, Brian, we do just come up here and we have questions, and we may just give a slight opinion, and it doesn't have to center around being shade, but that's what I think he thinks. And then he gets into the you trying to get a lick back. And I'm like, that's not it at all, but that ain't gonna be something he's ever gonna believe coming from me.
So you was just
So
giving your thoughts on the video.
yeah, because I had been waiting patiently. I don't know, I a lot of people who may not have known about it. I was one of the people that was waiting patiently for the part 2. And then, you see Brian getting into something else, you'll be like, hold on, Brian, step back over here. I thought we was in this area of things. So
Right.
that's, I guess I was just being that impatient fan that was just like looking for what's going on here. Criminal justice cases. I'm a fan of police procedurals and things like that. And Brian, you bringing this to your channel, I was interested in seeing where your outcome may be at. And he said that he had a lot of holes. So if you have a lot of holes, then that means it's time to get some help along the way. But
What you mean help along the way for what? He said he had a lot of what?
I felt that he had certain holes in the in actually being able to find this man, and address him with ways of trying to charge someone, because now it looks like it's gonna be more of him trying to charge the hospital. And then after so many years, don't a lot of that stuff get lost? When they because I know they did used to keep in this somewhere, don't they keep files, like paper physical files? But a lot of stuff has switched over to electronic.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to understand, because I didn't catch it all together. So he made the complaint recently, or it just took them this long to come with a decision?
He made the complaint in 2021, I think. Like before, I want to say before he left the hospital. I hope he'll come up here and let us know, because he made it back then, and that's the letter that he showed. But he said yesterday, or one day, I think the day I was over at Pastor's, he said that he had a police report, and that would have shut me all the way up. If he came out with a police report that was recent, oh, you got it. I'm like, oh, okay, you on it. But that's what he just said. Though he said that he had he has updated the case with a police report, but he goes to show a letter from 5 years ago. Like in yell out proof. But I'm like, okay, it's saying that in the letter, it's saying that something was done to you unprofessional, but it didn't go into like the stance of exactly what was going on. If I'm not mistaken, that letter didn't go into that, right, y'all? Like it just basically gave I'm sorry for bad customer service. That's what that letter sounded like. So did he write a letter to the hospital? I mean, or was it I want to say it was just a verbal thing, like he may have verbally told somebody, and then they might have said, yeah, you can send in a complaint, sir.
Yeah, I was confused on that too, because you would have thought an allegation like that the letter would say like, okay, our next step is, or move, this is what your options are. It kind of just was like, hope you use us as a provider in the future. Have a nice day.
Yeah. And
So yeah,
that's
I
the
was
messed up part
confused
about it.
on that. I guess they were saying it was rectified because that person no longer was employed there, but it didn't sound like they were no longer employed there because of Briine. It sounded like maybe they would just let go for some other reason, because they wouldn't have been able to terminate him without him participating in an investigation for that particular case. So I guess that is confusing, but you know what it sounds like though, Ro. Especially since y'all cool, it's gonna seem like, and I think this is my concern is to us too, is that welcome in everybody. Hey, Spokes Boo, hey everybody. Hey, J Dunn. Is that
Hey.
it's almost like you asking him to like questioning his is it valid? Like questioning what happened to him, question him, as far as what proof. Almost like, how they say we can victim shame sometimes. We be like, you shouldn't have went down the street with that shirt on, or blah blah blah, and maybe like asking those investigation type questions. He might have felt like, well, hey, what you trying to do? Like, say my stuff wasn't real, it ain't actually bothering me.
That's what he felt too. Yeah, he felt like I was trying to say that, he was making it up. But no, that's not the case. I heard what he said on the live, and he sounded very genuine about it. I'm just saying, like, with the gaps, it kind of seemed like that he kind of gave up, like that that wasn't something that was on his mind. Like it was okay. Um I'm over that now. But now it's like he said that, it was something that he hasn't, forgot about. So as a friend, I just also, I'm trying to get him to get over it, get to the point where he's over it, because this can be something that's eating at him, and it's, it can kind of be a detriment more. Sometimes it's crazy, certain situations we get into, if you don't handle them accordingly, sometimes it can like be like what the worst thing ever could be him actually getting this court case going, and next thing you know, he has to pay legal fees, for a case that falls through. That would be so bad right now, especially with, why he talks about certain things financially and what's going on right now. That would be the worst thing ever. To have to using your money. And it's because from what that letter stated, it seemed like that hospital, he should have got that hospital together a long time ago. Because it sounds like what they said to him was basically, tough, tough luck. Kind of, what is it like? Get over it. Yeah, that letter sound like that. Like, go ahead, like, go about your business and just heal on your own accord. So, there, we know Briine to be a very fiery individual. So right then and there, he should have started going after that hospital. I would have got that hospital administrator's name, and went to town. Saying, hold on, they try. That's when he could have got the information, I feel, that he needed.
Did you know about this story before now, or was this the first time you heard about it?
That's where that's where I'm kind of fickle at, because he told me about another story. I think I want to say he may have said like a little something about this before. I'm not fully locked in on it, because it wasn't something that he was like all talking about to the point where I'm gonna put this in your head so you can remember. So no, I can't really say. Like, I was just as surprised as everybody else. But he may have said a little something about it, but it wasn't nothing that he was saying he was going to pursue at a later date. So
are y'all even talking right now? Because I mean, I know he was asking. He seemed to be upset about dropping the link, and I think you were behind in the chat. Like, Briine has to remember, bro. Y'all know Ro be behind that darn chat. Ro don't never be on time with that damn chat. He be way up in Kansas, and we be all the way down in Florida. Like, y'all know how he do. So it wasn't intentional, because he hadn't got to a lot of the comments like that. And I think Briine probably thought that you saw it and was just kind of having fun with him, knowing it was a one-sided thing. Because when you come on YouTube without the StreamYard link, it's kind of like solo content creator, or it is solo content creator. So I can see Briine maybe feeling like, hey, okay, I can't come up there on a link and defend myself. Now I'm asking you to switch over to StreamYard, and you don't acting like you don't see me. I mean, can you just see it from that perspective if it was like the reverse? And knowing y'all history, and he had already kind of been upset with you prior.
Yeah. The only reason that I didn't do StreamYard is because I, had a certain, I was trying to go out in the yard and do some things. So that was why. I probably should have though, because I know he probably wanted to say some things. So yeah, I I was hoping that he would come and say his piece.
Because where are you at with things? Like, how do you see Briine and Ro moving forward? Like,
Well,
just
see,
say
I
he
mean,
did
I'm
go
on
to
the
this,
level.
just say he did go to Ness's meet and greet or something like that. Would you like to be going there like as boys and friends, or do you think that it just could be cordial?
I think we could be cordial. I think I on my end, it's a lot of things. I have tried to overcome and not be so childish about. But I know Briine, he still says that he doesn't trust me. So it would all be on him. He would have said, like, because he said the other day that he didn't really trust me and all that. He was kind of still on that. So I'm like, well, okay then, Briine, because but I know his phone is messed up right now. Well, no, I'm sorry, his phone was, so he got a new number. I don't have his new number yet. I was gonna
Okay, so
try to
you don't
email him
have
or
his
something.
number, but he say he don't. Does he not have yours? Oh yeah, because he got another phone after the other phone from when he got it from the back chat. He got a different phone from then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he needs.
Yeah, he
So
said he.
how can y'all ever reach each other if you don't have the new number? He don't have your number. I guess y'all haven't been on the link together to like link it up or.
Yeah, we haven't.
Oh,
Well, I'm
okay.
quite sure he probably would have gave it to me today if he wanted to, man.
Yeah.
Hey, CEO, little boss lady.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh.
Jada.
Hey, Mr. William. How you doing too? He said because if so, the insurance companies are going to pay him a recurrence injury. Did he injure his shoulder before? I don't know that. Briine will have to fill us in on that, carefully, so he won't mess up what he got going. I know he has a separate thing going that he got to get new counsel for his automobile accident, but then the harassment thing, I'm not sure what all it was involved with that. Are either of you aware of what
Yeah.
comment the employee made to him? No, I don't know the particular comment. Do you, bro?
Yeah, he made it seem as though it was one of those that the guy, he was like astounded at Brian's
Yeah, I knew it was
piece.
sexual in
Like, yeah,
nature. I just didn't know how it was said. Yeah.
like it was one of them things that he was like, I but that's why I kind of, because I thought he
Kind of
was
like
kept saying
giving
that, the
him
guy was like,
credit for
wow.
having, almost like saying, almost like marveling at the size or something like that.
Yeah,
Whatever, even
and
if it was a
then
compliment, it
touching.
was still inappropriate, So,
Yeah,
mm.
yes. I just felt like, okay, this was something that he felt strongly about. So we just trying to make sure that the evidence and what he has is going to be something solid. Because he had to go to this lawyer. You already know how Brian is, especially when it comes to patients. And when cases are like a lot, far out in years, sometimes lawyers may not give you, their full fledged attention unless you got a real good lawyer. um, they may try to, I ain't gonna say pass your case off, but you may have a lot of windows that may shut for you. They may close certain doors instead of opening them. I had a case one time. I was trying to start with a law firm, and but before my consultation, they said no. They said So all of that, I won't want him to go into the. I won't want his stuff to go in the wasteland by not having the right evidence, if this is something that he really wants to, pursue. What's up, Barn Dog? Where the
Hey,
heck is
born
Brian at
dog.
though? He
Huh?
need to come up here and
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it was a chance that he wasn't gonna come. But my whole thing is, like,
mm,
I know he probably gonna go over to Jay Wilson's, but you can do what you want as far as going over there and hashing it out there. I mean, y'all performed over there a lot. I mean, if that's what y'all want, if that's what ends up happening. But I mean, we did a live for him. to come over here and y'all to be, to talk, because I don't know, Jay Wilson needs to be more neutral than me. Like, I don't know. But if it's going to play out in drama over there, then I think that why not have a conversation anyway? Like, if it's just going to end up that way, which is what I'm strongly thinking may happen, especially if you go over there, then that's fine. But let's not, once that rah-rah happens and y'all get to a point of embarrassing each other, that's what I'm trying to avoid. So it's like, if the motive is good intentions on everybody's part, we should be able to have y'all talk like this. I don't even got to say anything. Yeah, because if we're going to go somewhere else and we're going to all perform for everyone, then that's just going to break down anything we could have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what's going to happen? Are we waiting on y'all to be over there and then it's going to turn into something? Molly, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to like be balanced with it, but I think Ro get what I'm saying. Like, let's, it don't have to be no show, because this is going to be like, well, what did you not want to, what was your intentions prior? Because if we can go over there and y'all gonna get into it to a point of no return, I already know what's gonna happen. If y'all, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but the way y'all both do, especially over there in that environment or whatever, and if Brian feels like Jay Wilson said one thing more his side than yours or whatever, it always goes into a very volatile, and y'all end up like exposing each other, whoever does it first or whatever. And I'm just saying that if that's what y'all want to do, then let's just say that in the beginning, that we kind of want to amp it up for YouTube, because having a friendship and a conversation and you value, to me, yeah, you didn't drop the link ASAP, but we got a link to drop and everything to go in less than 10 minutes after after everything was done. We all got in order. We all came over here and blah, blah, blah. And I did a community board post and I tagged y'all. So I'm just saying, if that does happen, while we will be here for it, me and Molly will be at the door with a new pair of shoes on, bitch. But I just know we could have maybe that. I just know what's gonna end up happening if that's what y'all want to do. But hey, I feel like here y'all could have just got to a thing, because maybe it's a possibility. Maybe the Briine and Rose show needs to just be put on a season hiatus. Maybe it don't need to be next steps. Maybe why it's still just a little small fire. Maybe we need to go ahead and put that in. Everybody go to their corners and play nice, because they don't necessarily have to be a Briine times row or bro and all of that. Not necessarily. It's some room to be cordial all the way to being like linked at the hip. There's a gray area in the middle that y'all can come to.
Yeah. I think I've already kind of reached that, but
that's a good thing. That's how we can leave it off too. What? Because I think you kind of have answered my question, but I think I'm trying to get the answers, like what you really feel, not just, and I'm thinking, so how are you? Whatever we came and talked about today, people to click this link or whatever, are you in another move for, okay, we good, and we're going to start back talking and carry on or whatever? Are you to a point where you don't really necessarily, you don't mind hearing what he has to say, but you pretty much set on that you just want to go your separate ways? Because if that's the case, that's a whole nother,
You know what? I really haven't even thought that far in it, because I think like at this time, I know he has a lot of things that he is trying to surface with. I think he may feel that way. I think he feels that way. Like, that's from what he was saying. He wants us to kind of go our separate ways.
Yeah, we've heard that, but y'all just call a spade a spade. I'm gonna hold both accountable. We've heard that. We've been here for that type of that declaration several times. And if y'all don't have a problem with it, hey, y'all like it. We love the entertainment. I just kind of thought y'all wanted to stop the insanity a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. I was just I was just commenting on his live, but I don't know. It's very, Briine he gets real sensitive, and I can't carry like the next person. I don't get, but I do feel like that he is hypocritical. I feel like Briine is very hypocritical. Like, you can do things that, like him. He can do things to you, but you can't say certain things to him.
Hold on, we got a visitor, because I'll make sure, because these things is going crazy with this porn, and they might be trying to show me my boy Shaquille peeing again, and I ain't trying to see it again. Hold on, y'all.
Oh my God. Hey, Sassy Francis, what's up, boo?
Hello, Ness.
Yeah, it's me. I'll go on mute so that because I was waiting to see if Brian was going to come up, but he ain't come up yet. So I'll go on mute and let y'all finish this conversation.
Hey,
Okay.
Ness, baby. Yeah, I don't know
Hey
where he
guys.
at.
Yeah, we I tagged him. I don't know, but because you can't reach out to him anyway though, Ro. But yeah, so you at a point you say so. Brian has said on his last video, like you're right that he's kind of done with you. But I'm saying we've been here before, so evidently you know that y'all have worked it out and y'all have gotten back. You know, cool. I was just curious. Are you at a point like he's saying? I don't even want to go back and be cool. I just want to just kind of you go your way, go mine, or you just think you just need a cooling off period.
No, I think that I'm definitely at a point that I don't feel that, just throwing everything away. No, I'm not in that. I'm not in that spirit. I guess I'm just like where okay, if we tend to still meet up, in certain spaces. So
Do you think that some of this will be resolved if y'all actually met in person?
yeah, I'm quite sure it would.
Or do you think you need to
Yeah,
straighten
but
out some
but remember, he really didn't want to meet up because he said he couldn't trust me. So
well,
Brian has certain
that's
things
what
that
I'm
he has
saying,
to.
Rose. So you gotta take some accountability for some of this insanity too. Because you're saying things that other people would say. Well, Ro, you said that before. Oh yeah, Ro, he was done with you 3 more times and y'all got back together. I mean it's almost if you like it, I love it. Like I mean if it's a kink for you, just be real because I mean, Ron ain't doing this by himself, and I'm just saying the ping pong. Like, if that doesn't bother you, is it because you have a certain type of feeling for Brian? Because I would think that the back and forth and the I'm not talking to you, I am talking to you would get tiring, but it doesn't seem like it's bothering you. But I mean, so just let us know, because I mean, we're here for it either way.
No, I mean, see, I'm not gonna say that it's a kink. I haven't talked to this. I haven't talked to the man on the phone for it's been weeks now. We've only came into contact with each other with with YouTube. So what's happening on YouTube? Messiness. We be messy up here. So I be playing. I just be playing with them. I mean, when we do come into contact, I just supposed to be quiet and no talking at all, going to silent lunch when Ryan surfaces. He been talking about me. He been playing with me. See, this Ness and Demon So it's hypocritical. He be playing with me, and then I can, and then when I play, oh, Ro, what's wrong with you? That's what people get. That's what people give me, and I'm in that mode. That I'm like, no, we can't play. Like, bring out the jacks. Bring like, hey, let me shake them up, throw them. We just I don't know. He gets quite serious, but I'm not in that road of being serious with him anymore because I feel like he's already tampered and hit all the triggers that I've had. So I'm just like, okay, let him be him. I try to come up with certain solutions. One thing about Brian that y'all may not know is when I'm talking to him a lot of times, he only hears what he wants to hear. So that has been kind of frustrating towards I'll say our relationship friendship is sometimes he'll just take in what he wants to and then he'll make it into mold it into what he thinks. I don't know. I'm kind of just like wherever it goes, it's
Yeah, so that's
I
what I'm
don't want
saying.
nothing to
Instead of
happen to
being,
him.
that's why I won't. That's why I told Brian was welcome to come over here because he might be pleasantly surprised. Because I mean, I am challenging some of the things because they both kind of like State of Being said, what you trying to meet him after all this?" So that's why I didn't. It's not even a kink necessarily, but it's not to the point where while we see it would bother us and maybe it stopped the insanity, it doesn't bother Ro that way. So if that's fine, but sometimes we can't. The audience, whatever, can't with Brian though. When he gets upset and rolls over here doing his little cool wild thing, they don't agree on that. So that makes Brian even more fused. And then personal business, and they starts to get leaked, and they start fighting for war. So, but if that cycle is no problem, then that's fine. But it just seems like Ro ends up not on the best end of that stick when it comes to how low, you're willing to drag and all of that. And so that's just my whole thing. But if he's fine with it, then that's good too. But Brian seems to be upset right now with Ro. So that's why I'm just kind of, I think y'all need to talk about the whole incident. I think he may be feeling like, damn, you downplaying it, but your stance is, well, it happened in 2021, and as much as we've talked about other stuff, I would have thought that came up, and I just did have some things to offer you what may be helpful or blah blah blah. But he may say, hey Ro, I feel like you could have did that offline, but then y'all can't call each other. So it's just the dance is just I mean, like I say, if y'all like it, I love it. But I would like him to see it, say what he's upset about, like today. What happened?
He said, check your phone, boo.
Hmm.
Somebody said, check your phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, I had to get my laptop. I'm not in the room, my phone no more. I go get it. Who said that? One of my Ireland? Let me see. But yeah, so I think it's like stop
Okay,
the okay, it's the insanity like thing with it. That's just I think that's why we, think y'all might have an issue because it's just little blow ups and we be like, okay, what's gonna happen next? But then also Ro may feel like, well, he don't know nothing that damaging on me. I don't really care. Yeah, that's a good question, Ro. Is there anything else that maybe he could say that you would kind of be uncomfortable with people knowing? Don't tell us now, but
who knows, man? Maybe I don't. So it be certain things that Brian just throw out. He don't even be knowing. A lot of times he'll just like make it, and he be like, Brian, really? And I don't know too much about Brian. Like people may think I don't. I did not surface on his information like that. When you become friends with somebody, that's not the thing. You don't come up here trying to hold things against. That's why I feel like he's taking in a lot of the beef sector in the forms of holding on to something because he has said yes, like he tried to use a weapon of supposed proof against me yesterday too. So that's the thing I be trying to get through his head is that I am not here trying to surface around having these strategies in the art of war when it comes to the friendship that we did have may not have no more. That's not where I'm at with it. So he may be holding on to something. That's why I just be like, let it out. You just need to say it. But then he'll sit there and say, oh, I love you, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm like, what? Well, you just tried to throw out some things the other day. Like where did that Shamar stuff come from? Ain't nobody about to be playing with Brian no more. He actually said, he talking about something, yeah, you said you were trying to do something with Shamar. I'm like, Brian, that is a blatant lie. Like, why would you even say that? I never even talked to Brian about Shamar. What would be the valid reason? Where would Shamar come into play? Places that Shamar be at, I didn't even feel like Brian be where Shamar may be. I think
Brian. Brian, let me give you the link again, boo, because I didn't pin it. There you go. I was
because I know he said he had something to do. Thank God he's here.
But yeah, Shamar ended up. But
okay, Demon. So when I was waiting, because I didn't know if Brian was coming up or not. So let Brian come up so y'all can have this conversation, and then I will come back up when y'all done with the conversation. Okay.
Okay, baby.
All right, y'all.
Thanks, Nancy Pooh.
But yeah, that's why I wanted to come up because I'm like, I just wanted our honest road. I was kind of good. We could talk a little bit before he came because I wanted you to see how you could maybe put yourself in his shoes. I think that'll be productive for the conversation to go well. And like you had said, okay, yeah, I can see this, but I also see this. Like, just give a balance of like, well, yeah, I can see you right how I would feel that way because he might feel like he couldn't click a link and it was one-sided. But you were saying it was a good-natured live and you didn't probably anticipate any kind of maybe adverse reaction to it. But it just turned into that. But that's why instead of playing the guessing games, y'all can just talk directly.
Yeah. Because I mean, people will say that I'm wrong. Maybe for messing with him, but I don't know. I just feel like it's.
Well, do you think fun? Now let's not talk about.
Maybe I am messing with him, but I don't feel like I am.
Well, let's not talk about people say Molly, me, whoever. let's say, what do you think? Like, do you feel that way?
Oh,
Because yeah, we thought that maybe, yeah, we knew that he probably would be bothered by it, but do you not feel like that there's anything? I mean, be honest. If you, I mean, tell how you feel.
um, well, no, you know what? Now I'm just feeling like that it's easier for me to kind of get across things to him that I feel, could maybe be, betterment for him, or we can really get across what we may agree and what we may disagree with about each other. That's where I'm kind of feel about it. But I mean, hey, if I really felt that he was saying, "Ro, look, leave me alone. You are really messing, with me." Yeah, I wouldn't do to him like that. Yeah, I'll leave him alone. If he is just like, "Bro, you are just you really killing me here. You're killing me." I would leave him alone. But yeah, I guess I'm messing with him.
Hey,
Yeah, I
honey
can stop.
love. Okay, I ain't even come
Honey
back.
love, what's up, my honey? Honey love. Rodney, what's up, Rodney?
Hey, no pressure, bird. What's up? Brian, you coming up on the link? Cause we did this so y'all could just have y'all little conversation on the neutral platform and go mute
Yeah,
or
you need to
whatever.
hurry up. What is he doing? Hey there, what's going on, Peter Panikiller? Brian, come on. What are you doing? He told me something he had something to do. Lord, if somebody put the sensitive stick out. Lord, oh goodness. I got it.
Well, no, I mean, let's just wait because you see the whole when Molly was talking about the SA angle. I mean, maybe that's what in particular because he felt like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ro, do you feel like that is something that maybe your response and attitude to this is? I mean, at the end of the day, you like, yeah, get money, bitch. I mean, hey, who cares if you sue white rusty hospital here? I know you don't, care about that. Of course, get money. But what I'm saying is that do you not feel? Let me say, maybe your tone and everything, and it's okay. But do you not feel like you consider that an aggression? I mean, an infraction that was done to him, or would you not classify it as a essay? Like, how do you feel? Like, would you complain about that if that happened to you?
Yeah, that's the thing. I understand that in that situation, especially with Brian's past, that yeah, of course, it could be something that, was very concerning to him. So no, I'm definitely not saying that it's something that he should just like left alone. The way I'm saying is that Brian is quite outspoken, and I feel that he would have continued that fight during that time. But now it's like 5 years later, and it's like he wants to kick back up how he felt back then. And I'm just feeling like, well, I've seen Brian in certain situations where he may bring something back up, like that whole Lady Nika thing. I said that before. Like he brought out that came out of nowhere. Like he just felt like he needed to cuss Lady Nika out again about that situation that devastated him. When he was looking at her Halloween competition, and now this happened out of nowhere. Like this came out the blue. Like no, who knew Brian was going to make that video that told us that? And that's why I was like, oh Lord, this happened. So that's just why I'm at. Like, don't I understand. Maybe a lot of that stuff kind of hit him, and when that like some that had happened that time that really caught me when he would made that video towards Lady Nika is that he had did some he just like bust out in a cry. Like it was so off. Like I'm telling you, I've seen somebody do that before. Like Fat Babe did that before too. He just bust out in a cry, and then he came back. And I was like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Hmm." He did that, and when people do that, you just be like, "What's up?" So this
Child.
one right here, uh, I don't know. Maybe I just looked. But I was very patient with this one right here. I hadn't talked to Brian. He had made the video, and I was just like everybody else, like, oh my god, that this happened. And he was like, y'all don't worry about it. It's about to be a part 2. We gonna get this thing taken care of. And I was like, oh, okay. He's going back in his past, trying to strengthen himself. So I was all for it. I never said that it didn't happen. But then, just certain things. He just said he had a police report.
So you think? I mean,
Brian,
but
please,
but people do say there's no expiration date on getting justice for like you a victim. You know how them people go back and they sue Bill Cosby and different people like that. Do you feel like if it was you that if you didn't do nothing about it, you would just let it go? Is that what you're saying?
well, no, I'm glad you brought that up because Brian did say that the other day too. He was like, bro, what about the Bill Cosby stuff? Like, if I want to come years later, I can. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. You can. But certain cases where people come back, some of them make it, some of them don't. You got to kind of have that. Because I told him the other day, I was like, Brian, you could be walking into a cold case. If you don't handle it with a little bit more speed. Spesto. What was? Oh yeah, but then I did say so. So Brian, I see you are in the chat. Do you have a police report like you said the other day, or was you saying that because you were kind of mad at me? Do you have a police report? Because he said he had a police report. Because I understand you did post that information about the 2021 letter. But you said the other day you had made a police report. So what information have you got on the guy? And if are you pursuing the guy or the hospital now? I feel that if the hospital was trying to hide the dude from you, that's when you could have went on and got the hospital all together. You could have tore that hospital up if they want. And I bet you they would have threw the dude at you. They would have gave you the guy. If Brian had went on and got that hospital social worker. Did you talk to a hospital social worker? Because all of that before you leave a hospital, they supposed to give you all that information. But Brian is the type that leaves a hospital. Oh, let me be quiet. Because you know what? No, I understand. With that incident, I would want to get the hell up out of there too. So I'm quite sure he was ready to just get up out of there. So I don't know. Did you get discharge papers, Brian? Did you get your discharge papers after you left the hospital? Brian, you gotta come up here and talk. Yeah, see, Al Blue said, yeah, I feel that way too. The hospital is very responsible. Yeah, I hope he does. Please, Brian, please. I'm definitely gonna be on, good behavior. Please hit the link, sir. Oh my god. Allie, what's up, boo? She said I'm amazingly messy. Allie, we're in Pride Month. We are for our brothers and sisters.
Molly, Ro know what he doing. I'm not Ro grown. We've said it. So I told him, if he like it, we love it.
No. Oh my God. See, that go Molly, you just triggered me very much. Molly, you said that I am defending the employee. Never. No. Now that's one thing. I would never defend that employee over Brian. Not at all. I'm saying that if Brian Weather had pursued that hospital and ran to that hospital administrator, they would have threw that man at Brian's feet. They would have gave him up unless they want their hospital to go under. I know how them hospitals work. Brian, where was your patient advocate? If you want me to really get into Brian, where was the patient advocate? Because see, I worked in a hospital, Brian. That's why when you said this about that, that's where it kind of hit home for me. Because I'm like, oh my God, that happened to somebody that once I called a friend or maybe sort of a friend right now, but that happened to them. And I've worked in these spaces. I know about things as, who to go to, the patient advocates, and what I learned in orientation, about as an employee, what you got to tell, things where you have to you're mandated. So it sounds like a lot of that didn't go on with what you had, and that's definitely a lot of malpractice. That's a lot of ethics that are being violated. HIPAA also could have been violated in that. So I'm just saying, Brian, you could throw all this stuff out. You know, so I need to really shut up, y'all, so he can come up here because it sounds like Brian, where are you? Don't try to act like, see, y'all, he's trying to laugh so that he can act like what he had to do is like, oh, I got stuff to. Nah, you said you was ready now. You don't bring your butt up here because I'm telling he gonna try to. He gonna say, oh, I got to do something now because Ro been talking. Ro won't never shut up. No, Ro was ready to shut up from the beginning. Where were you? Bring your hind pops up here. I don't know why he like this.
I don't know why
Yeah,
you.
Rodney, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry about what you're going through right now, Rodney. We are here for you.
I don't know.
El
I
Blue
don't
said
know
the
why
case.
your ass is like this.
Oh Lord, you said what happened, Boo?
I don't know why you are like this. Talking about why Brian like this. Why are you like this? Your ass is crazy. Ain't gonna be no coddling of Roe. I gotta tell Pete, ain't gonna be no coddling of Roe after this. You gonna deserve every bit of this goddamn tongue lashing you about to get. Cause Roe
Yeah, he
is
need to come up here. That's what Molly. Yeah, so Boo, you may be feeling like Molly because Molly did say he was like, "Bro, Brian needs to drag you," but Brian said he ain't gonna drag me. He said he don't want to drag me. Oh, they said, oh, Jada, I don't know. See, I don't even know what hospital that Brian went to, so I don't think it's the same hospital. No, he wouldn't do that. No, he would be too much in trauma to go back to that hospital. I'm sure he probably stayed away from it from the years, so I know he probably won't want to go there, but unless it was he had to. So I'm quite sure he probably went across town to another hospital.
because of the you saying because the incident took place at the neighboring hospital.
Yeah, but I would want to know that though, if that was if that was a hospital that he felt comfortable with going to, or if after that he was just like staying away from the hospital, really traumatized. Brian, can you come up here, Brian? Oh, I can't believe he. I wonder where his head is. Molly said, "Is Ro aware that Brian is in the chat? Stop, Ro. Oh, see, look. Molly saying stop.
Bro, you
Okay,
need
I'm
to
gonna
be
be. I'm
behind
gonna
in
be
the
quiet.
behind in
I'm
the
gonna be
chat
quiet. Yeah, because.
even when you a guest, you be behind in the chat. That was so far up, bro. You is
What's
so
up,
late.
Shakim?
Brian, can you please click this link so we can settle it or let him know if you're not coming up here so we can move on, child?
Yeah.
Because Ro playing. He playing too much. I got time for Ro in these games he playing.
Oh Lord, you think I'm playing, boo? Not for it. This is just how I feel about it for real. I'm not giving Brian a lot
Do you
of
think Brian making too much
playtime
of
right now. I'm
or do
trying
you
to be
think Brian
serious.
getting too do you think he don't have a right to be upset with you or you can or what?
I'm gonna say this on certain level. No, I don't think that he should be upset with me as much as he's upset with anybody else that he let know about this story, which is YouTube. I don't think so. I could be wrong on that. Brian, let me know. The only thing I guess he could say is that, well, we were friends, and that's why. But remember, I was over here for how many months yelling out friend, friend, friend to the end, and trying to get Ryan to understand the power of friendship. and what he was doing to me. You think he cared? What he say? What do you say then? So now that I'm feeling very, just I'll say plateful in the friendship, it's always hypocrite.
But
I'm gonna
Ron,
say that, Brian.
did
It's
we pick
always
the right
hypocritical
topic
things.
to get back from though? Do you think we could have picked a gentler topic to touch on?
Yeah, yeah, maybe
Or you
so.
just giving
Yeah,
him
I mean,
what
I
you giving him what you giving him whatever content he gives us is what you just gonna go with, I guess. It's like since that's what he decided to talk about. Or
yes, I mean, so was the video supposed to be shunned? Was it supposed to be a blackout video where it's just like this is no one can speak on this video? Like it's just one of the videos that are dangling. Cause I mean, now look, I would have been very different if Brian had put that video up and erased it. Yeah, that means I would have been hella messy, wrong, all of that. If he had put that video up and as me having some sort of a friendship with him, if I had continued to discuss it. If Brian had deleted that video, oh yeah, I wouldn't have been talking about this now. Like, no, I'm not cold like that. No, I would have been like, okay, he don't want to discuss it. It was a mistake, but it's not a mistake though. But now he's looking at me like, oh, you so terrible, bro. I can't believe you the bad seed. But am I? If you still got this video out to the point where Brian, you got a whole Twitter page now. He got a whole Twitter page on being a hero for Brian. It's hashtag Brian's hero. Okay, it's
to do what?
hashtag
Like
justice.
the advocacy
It's justice for Brian, baby. It's justice for
oh
Brian
like
is
a
now
GoFundMe?
locked and loaded.
Oh, okay. Oh, you being funny. Oh, I thought you really
No,
did
for
have a
real, bro.
GoFundMe.
It's a
Huh?
somebody got his stuff on Twitter now. His stuff on Twitter it
Oh, what
says
they
justice for
raising money
Brian.
or awareness? Money or they raising awareness or they raising money?
Awareness. Yeah, they
Oh,
trying to raise awareness towards the hospital. That's why I was telling Brian. Brian knows that if these stories get out, especially in a sector within the B sector, that people are going to carry it.
well, I guess
So
he
I
didn't
would
think
love to
it.
hear what he has
Well,
to say
maybe he
about
felt
that.
like his good Judy wouldn't carry it.
Oh, forget me not say.
Remember
Why
we
are you
talked about
pretending
me and you done had a
to be
phone
innocent?
conversation
I'm
about
not.
this. Remember me and you done had phone conversations about this, and I even told you personally about my relationship, even with Nina, how being friends and being too close on this app, and when it get mixed with content, it's like a very fine line. Like, cause y'all cool, it's content because y'all both content creators, but then y'all cool and share a special bond. Even more so when you meet them in person, how I know how impactful it was for because your defense for calling and Lemon all the time is that you met in person, even though you don't grant that same favor to Shakim, but that's for another day. But like, so that contact and that relationship sometimes causes conflict and you want to see the other side. So don't you see how that's kind of hard? Like it's a balancing act. And I think for both of y'all, because it's like, okay, this is video. I'm going to give him what I would give Pastor if he came with a video. But Brian may feel like, well, me and y'all relationship from Pastor is different. So maybe y'all should have a talk about how y'all want to run content in y'all thing. I mean, real talk. Maybe y'all should come to a discussion and say, hey, I think we shouldn't comment on each other's videos. Because you can say whatever rules you want and who gonna check you? That's y'all motherfucking channel. So y'all can just exempt each other. I mean, do you think that should be maybe something you would consider, or how do you feel about that?
Well, dang. I tell you that y'all ain't no fun. So okay. All right, yeah, I mean if that's the way
Don't
he
get us wrong.
thinks.
Okay, Molly gonna
Let
throw
me
stones
stop.
at me. Don't get me wrong. I am not asking for the entertainment to stop. If you with it, he with it, baby. We are here. Now let me not, But I'm just throwing it out there. So your response alone lets me know, Ro, that you enjoying the fuck out of this. You know what? Drag his ass, Brian. Anyway, now go ahead, Ro. How you feel? How you
No,
feel?
but see, this the thing, boo. So y'all feel like this wants something that was, but like Molly just said it in the chat. Thank you, Molly. Brian just posted that letter. Let me tell you what. If we getting into what's really going on here, I was yelling out proof yesterday because Brian was over there saying he had proof on other things. So Brian want to be slick and try to throw out this letter. Now I didn't ask for that letter. I didn't ask for him to bring it. I didn't tell him that I just fully did not believe where he was going with this story. I didn't say that. Yeah, I yelled out, I think that was a joke where I was like, Brian, maybe you trying to scam the hospital. But, it was just in that moment that was just, a little something, I guess.
Maybe a poor timing. Yeah.
Yeah. We were really in the mode of just kind of trying to, go back and forth on this stuff. So I don't know. I mean, Brian, tell us how you feel so he's not going to come up? Like, oh my God. What's going on here? Brian, can you come up, please? Demons, can you drop the link, see if he's going to come up? What's going on?
Yeah, I dropped it again.
Yeah, no pressure. Like, what's up?
I also Bomb, I just did talk to her yesterday. She sends her love to you and Pretty. I gotta tell her she'll drop through when she know I'm going live. But she's taking care of family issues, y'all. But everything is good, honey. Talk to my Judy every day practically, but she doing good.
They say you only gonna talk to me on Jay Wilson. Why is that though? Okay, this is a good one right here. What forget me not said. The matter of fact is you don't believe this man and don't give a f about his trauma. No, I didn't say that. At this point right now, I can't say no. I do not. I mean, I do believe that this happened to him at the hospital. I do. I'm not trying to toy within his trauma, but Brian know where he at right now. He know he over here in this beef set. It's 2025, and he brings this to the table.
With that conversation with Jay Wilson, forgive me not. I told Rhoda at the beginning, but I said that's also going to let me have to be hold Brian accountable because that means you want to show because you know how it's going to go over there when Jay Wilson get the plan. Brian gonna get mad and Rose T gonna get spilled because Ro ain't gonna play back nasty. So, but if that's what they want, hell, I can end this shit right now. Let's go. I call Pastor right now, and we gonna change the whole topic. But once we do that, let's not forget about this part here that was tried to be attempted. But Ro, do you want to go over there to Pastor and see if he'll come talk to you over there because he might want to deal with Pastor more, and let's just see how how good Pastor makes him feel because I think I know how this story is gonna end. But do you want to just go over there?
Hey, I mean, that's crazy. I don't know why why would he drop down and not come up here? What's he still got going on?
I'm gonna be honest. I think if you're gonna click Jay Wilson link, he's gonna come talk to you over there. I'm just gonna be all the way honest.
It don't make sense though.
But
see, I don't understand that. Why what is he doing? See, he playing Demon. So you say he be playing because he should click the link. Like, what? He still got issues. Man, dang. I'm just like, that's why with the B set you got to go through all this with the B set. He still feels some type of way. So I guess he felt like that you gonna dog him out, but it ain't no Pastor. To tell you the truth, you more on his side than Pastor was like mainly kind of like,
I know, but hey,
what is going on here? I don't get it.
Give me a glass of tea and enjoy this because I already know what's gonna happen.
And Pastor gonna tear him up for that letter. Let me be quiet. Okay, then you know what?
Pastor already on him about getting a lawyer for that other case.
Yeah. Oh, boo. Ness said you dropping the wrong link. Oh, maybe that was.
Oh, what link? Let me see. I don't even know what I'm linked in. Present.
Oh, thanks, Ness, baby.
But he didn't say nothing was wrong with the link, though. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, he would have said that.
Here we go, y'all. Sorry. I pinned it too. Okay, so I mean, I think that ultimately that's what's gonna probably happen over there. Then it's up to whether you want to have the conversation up there. I mean, you can control that, but I mean, but we here for it. I mean, we're gonna enjoy it, but I just don't know how. I think you're gonna be on the other end. Well, right now he has a preoccupied with Castro, but I think it ain't gonna come out as good for you if he gets upset because you're not willing. I don't think that you're gonna play back in that way. But that's just, I mean, I don't know. You may. I mean, hey, you surprising me right now. Y'all, I never know what Ro gonna do. Ro is off script. Everything that Road is doing right now is the actions of his own self, child. His counsel is not responsible. One moment.
Yes, it's me. Give me 1 second. Let me just because I'm driving right now. Okay, hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
baby.
Hey, why y'all so low? Hold on. Oh, okay, my volume was low. All right, so Brian's not coming. I was thinking that too for a second. I was like, well, maybe it's because of Demons O, because when we were, not Demons O, but maybe because of the platform, because when Ro was live, I noticed that Brian was telling Ro to go live. It's like he wanted to have that conversation with Ro on his channel, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Probably, but I mean,
No, you're
I know
right.
what's gonna happen when they go both over to the Jay Wilson, and we're gonna end up with anyway. So I mean, may as well have it because Rob was like, yeah, let's have it over there. But Brian had left the chat. But either way, yeah, we just gonna put a pin in it for now, and then I want you to go over there and click the link, and I want to see what's gonna happen. Oh, wait a minute, hold up, Ness, what did you have to say? Because here go Brian.
Oh, okay, so but Ro, I do have you. So I was thinking about
Oh,
doing it for Halloween. So I wanted to know if that was too soon. Is that like?
No, I
no,
And
told you.
you know
TMO,
what?
why didn't say? Why somebody messaged me saying TMO trying to come? I said TMO is not trying to come to the Seattle thing.
Yeah, I
Well, I mean, if you want to come, you're welcome. But I was thinking about doing it Halloween, as long as Halloween is not too far away, because they have some attractions down here, and we can do all this stuff. It's gonna be cool, cool weather, but it's nice. So, yeah, if Halloween works for you, Ro, and then I got to get with Shakim as well to see if he can do it. And
Yeah,
I think Halloween will
Rose
be.
coming too, and Shakim
I'm
already
down, baby.
coming.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Halloween.
okay. So I'm gonna be working on it. It's gonna be a Halloween's shindig. So okay, I just wanted to get that. And I mean, Brian, if you want to come, you are more than welcome to, Brian. I'm just saying. I know you and Ro got y'all thing going on. Hopefully, y'all get it resolved, but it's none of my business. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have this conversation. And thank you for confirming. Bye, y'all.
Bye. I'm gonna
Bye,
go on mute,
boo. Thank
and Brian,
you.
I'm gonna go on mute. I'm making my
Yeah, me
coleslaw. So
too.
go ahead.
I
Now,
think
why
I
everybody
talked enough, Brian.
going on mute? Wow,
No, Ro
awkward.
don't need to be going on mute. I'm gonna go on mute.
Brian,
I'm
I
making
talked enough.
no, Ro. You put your ass on mute. I'm making my coleslaw. I'm on mute.
Oh wow. Well, so
Brian, I was gonna do tarot cards, and try to give you a tarot reading. As soon as I learned how to do this guidebook, I was gonna do a tarot reading to see where things can be headed.
I would have rebuked that, Ro. I don't play with those off
Oh,
brand.
you don't
Yeah,
like tarot cards? Oh, okay, you don't like them.
yeah.
But
I don't.
Rachel, you
I'm
like
very
Rachel Truth
picky
though,
about
don't
those.
you?
I'm
Don't you
very
love
picky.
Rachel Truth like I do?
Well, I'm very picky about the spirits and things and wicked things out there. So I don't play around with tarot cards. I wanted to come because I was listening. I was actually going back and forth. I'm watching a few other things, but I was listening to what you're saying, and you seem to have a invested interest in my shit. So I'm like, why the fuck? Why are you so concerned? Is the question I'm trying to ask, and
Oh,
why
you
are
want
you
me to get
trying to
out of
throw
it? Okay,
shade?
get out of it. Okay, get out of it. All right. I mean, yeah, Brian, because if I told you I worked in a hospital. So when people bring up certain things that happen in the hospital, of course, me having that intuition as a medical employee at one time, I feel like, oh my God,
I
a
worked
friend
at
of
a
mine.
hospital. I worked at a hospital too. Okay, so what does that
Oh
mean?
yeah, see, look at that. So
What
you
is
you know
that?
what I mean, like, because
No, I
we
don't know
we
what you
we
mean.
feel like our hospital is just we try best to do what's good for the for the patient's comfort.
Man,
So
here
that's
come
that's why I
honest
was
row,
very
honest
intrigued by your story. I mean, you're
row. Please skip
okay.
the fluff. All that bullshit. Just come out and say that you want to make fun of somebody that got his dick touched. by a gay white man that worked at Methodist Hospital. Just say that you are
No,
weird
that's
like
not
that
true at
and will
all.
laugh
That's
at
not true
somebody
though,
like
Brian.
that.
And
Just
see,
say
that's the
that.
thing. You telling me something
Just
new.
say
I didn't
that
know
with
that
your
was a white man.
nasty, weird. Hold up, please excuse me. With
Okay,
that
let me be quiet.
nasty, weird ass shade that you was just throwing, it's weird. I would never play with people's sexual essay like that, and you're weird, and that makes me look at you differently. I'm just gonna say that I ain't nobody's victim. I've said stuff, done stuff. If I can give it, I can take it. You better believe it. I'm a gorilla for a reason, a big ass gorilla for a reason. But you call somebody your friend, bro, you are a piece of shit, and that's just the
How
best
do
way
you how
I
do
can
you feel that
describe
I
it.
played with
No, you just a
the
piece of
essay
shit.
part? How did I play with it?
You just got through
Because I
from
talked about it
talking.
because
What you
you
talking and while the people was laughing at you talk about somebody that was
won't
violated
nobody laughing
because
at that, Brian.
first of
Okay,
fucking
let me
all,
be
I'm
quiet.
coming off of amnesia from a therapist from a goddamn surgery, and I don't know this fucking white man from nothing. This man was nasty. Now that's what you call a pervert. People that do nasty stuff like that and take advantage of people that's in their vulnerable state of fucking mind coming off of amnesia. That's not nothing for you to sit up here and laugh about. You don't know how many people in this audience, male and female, who have dealt with that type of stuff, and you with your weird fucking ass gonna come on here and think that you're reading and dragging me about something I couldn't even control. Do you think I would have beat the shit out of that? Excuse my language. Would have tried to fight that man if I wasn't coming off. I had chest surgery. The fuck is
Yeah,
you talking
for
about?
your COVID.
Oh, whatever.
No, but
Shut
see,
up.
I didn't.
Shut up.
I
You don't
didn't
even know what
read.
the fuck I had surgery for. You just a
Was it?
piece of
Yeah, you
shit.
said it was
I'm
around
just telling
COVID
you
time.
today
Y'all
you
see,
are a piece of
okay.
shit, and I ain't nobody's victim.
You see
I
how he
ain't
don't listen,
nobody's
and he
nothing.
don't try to listen to
Go
nothing that
ahead.
I'm saying.
I'm on
You didn't
mute. Go
listen
ahead with your
to
weird ass.
nothing that I said, Brian.
Go ahead with your weird fucking ass talking about show up to the place in a suit. What the fuck does that mean? Show up to a place in a suit to do what? In the
Yeah,
suit to do what? With your weird
no, but
fucking ass. Show up to the place in the suit to do what?
to show him that you're serious, Brian. You
Man,
got to
get the
show
fuck out my
and
face.
talk to.
You
I
are a
mean, you know,
loser.
you got to show up with some
You a
professionalism
loser. You
and
are a
talk to
loser.
the
I don't have
people.
to deal with you no.
Okay,
You
see,
a
look, he
loser.
don't want to hear nothing. All right,
You fucking loser.
no, for real. You got it. You got it. When stuff like that happens, you got to show them you mean business. You know. I don't understand why he don't
That
get
shit
what
is
I'm.
funny if you think about it too a little bit, but
Yeah,
you're
for real. Because
weird. You're
no,
weird.
because then you come up there, you already know how they see us. You know, they see
Mm.
us like that. You know, we ain't really gonna do nothing. So if you just show up like you like, you know, and ask to speak to the hospital administrator, I mean, it's too late now. It's 2021, Brian. That's when I was saying that you probably could have did that, but you know, now
You know,
still, you
first of
know, just show
all,
them you
who the fuck are you? Ro,
a
since when
YouTuber watching your
you
story
got
that
to
you
let me
decided
talk
to
now.
let out.
You got to let me talk
And I was you
because you
got in
said a lot of
your
stuff.
criminal investigation.
Hold
Okay.
up. Hold up. You said a lot of stuff, but did anybody make fun of your bitch ass when you was in the hospital wheezing and coughing and shit with your medical issues, bitch? Now I could come on here and say how you was in some ICU and type of shit, bitch, when you was coughing and struggling to fucking breathe your goddamn self, bitch. So what the fuck is you playing about me being in a hospital in my goddamn situation? Ain't you? How wasn't
But
you
Brian, my
dealing with?
situation was
No,
different from
bitch.
yours.
Wasn't you dealing with
You
the
had an
hospital your
actual
fucking
incident that
self,
happened.
bitch? Oh,
That mean,
was that before Aladdin or after Aladdin? I'm confused.
don't you bring up
Oh,
Aladdin's name
man,
now.
fuck you.
Uh-uh.
I just did,
But no,
and
that
fuck
happened a
you.
while ago though. Yeah, don't you bring up his name. But no, Brian,
Aladdin. Mm.
yo, he real mad, y'all.
I ain't real
Brian,
mad
why
for
you
shit.
just can't chill out? For real, you
You
brought
just
this
an
to YouTube.
evil
He do this
person.
all
And
the
you know what?
time.
It's
Okay,
the B sector.
whatever.
Like you
I mean,
said,
you were
I've
just
been in
like,
here before you came. So
mhm.
you're
Okay.
absolutely right. It's just the B sector. I'm gonna take the emotion out of it, and you can laugh at what you want to laugh about.
What did I laugh
I'm gonna
at? You
see
keep
about
saying somebody
what can
laughed
I
at something.
recover
What did
from
I
my
laugh
pain
at?
and suffering.
You don't even see him. He ain't gonna. What did I laugh at? I didn't laugh at that.
What can I
I
recover from my
said,
pain and suffering from Methodist and to Dimples? Y'all say Dimples shared the. What
yeah,
did Dimples
she
do?
has that on her Twitter. Yeah, she has. the letter on her Twitter, and she's telling people justice for you.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So she put the letter on her Twitter. Well, I mean, if I made it public, I guess I can't complain, right?
Facts.
So it is what it is. Nobody don't owe me nothing, no loyalty. I just come up here just to say what I had to say, Ro. Ain't
But
nobody mad at you, and stop overthinking stuff. Just let bygones be bygones. You right. You are absolutely right. We haven't spoken in months. And you're right, not weeks, but months. And I'm okay with that. Okay? You just live your life, bro. And fame and YouTube fame is really a drug. And people can change, and you're evil now. That's the cold part. You used to be a pure person. That's why I felt like I could like talk to you and things like that. But you are evil. And then you
got like somebody
and then you
changed on
say
you.
that
I changed on YouTube in a matter
and then he
of
said some
months,
ugly
really.
words to me that I would never. What he said, and I was like, "Bitch, you would not speak that upon me. Speak that upon yourself, bitch. I am golden. There's always going to be a
What did I
blessing.
speak on you?
There is always going to be a blessing around the corner for me, bitch. Good or bad, ho. It's always going to be a blessing. God, bitch, I'm favored, divinely favored, ho. And you got me fucked up. So speak that upon yourself. You want to be an ugly person and laugh at people like that? Go for it, man. I don't give a fuck. You're starting to look like Dimples physically and mentally, bitch. You're starting to look like Dimples, ho. So good luck with that. You want to be a shitty person, don't have morals, and laugh and think that that's funny that you know, white men, nasty white perverted men could do that to people. Ain't no telling how many male or women he probably did that to that was coming out of recovery. So Dimples, you might be raising awareness. Okay. Hey, share my letter. I hope maybe somebody follow your ass, your weird ass, and I hope they, can prove they had dealings with this man. Tell them to just report it to the people like I did. And you up here stupid talking about, did you take a survey? Rose, shut your bitch ass.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Shut up. So I report
Brian, that's what
to
I
a
was saying
survey.
because I was like, for the letter to come to your
I'm
house.
about to leave. Anyway, I don't
No,
want to deal with your stupid
why?
ass.
See, look, I can't.
You're
He is
stupid.
so triggered.
Yeah, I
Brian,
am triggered.
remember this was 5
because
years
you're
ago.
stupid. That's nothing to
Look,
make
no,
fun of
I'm
somebody.
asking.
Why would I report?
Yeah, did you write a
Let me
survey?
finish my statement.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I report a SA to a survey line? You sound stupid, bitch. You sound, and I hope it
So
happens.
did you have to write a letter, or did you just
You're
talk to
stupid.
did you talk to somebody in the hospital?
Brian, don't get mad. Brian,
Okay, then whatever.
get you a thing of water,
Okay.
Brian. Don't get mad at this weirdo.
Yeah, drink some
He laughs
water.
at people that get sexual.
Nobody was laughing. Who's laughing? You was laughing
by white
You
men
was.
at a
I wasn't
hospital
laughing.
after recovery. That's what you do. You laugh at your fellow black person getting taken advantage by from a nasty white man. That's what you laugh about. Yeah, so I did take a survey, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you took the survey, and then on the survey, you write
You're stupid.
what went wrong
I didn't
at the
take
hospital.
no fucking survey, bitch. If you can fucking
okay,
read,
so that's not true. Okay.
So
well, you did. You wrote a complaint to the hospital. How did it work? Did you write the complaint?
The next time you cough, get the coughing and shit, and can't breathe, and they put your bitch ass in ICU. I hope your nurse do that to you, bitch. And I hope
you see how he do.
Yeah, no,
why would you want to put your trauma on me? Brian,
no, bitch, I hope they do it to your raggedy ass with your raggedy ass. I hope they do it.
Brought this story to YouTube, and now you want to just be, oh my God,
I hope they do that shit to you, baby, and y'all have a good night. No,
where you going? This is, oh God, see, I can't do this. Even so, this is some crazy ish right here. Why, like Ryan?
Bro, I mean, you
don't even want to have a conversation. That's why I said I needed to be quiet the whole time. So I guess I just.
You knew this shit was gonna happen like this, bro. I mean, it's the same thing with every time with y'all.
Where is the proof that he saw me laughing at his disdain? Ain't nobody when you talk about something, don't mean that you laughing at somebody's disdain. If you come up here and you bring a story to YouTube over in this area, you better know somebody's gonna talk about it. But you need to listen to it. That's what if it's so serious, that's when he needs to listen to everything somebody say. If you know you're gonna be real sensitive with it, you shouldn't have brought it up. Look, this man has brought story after story to YouTube. If we really gonna get into it, so I don't know, y'all can say, "Bro, you cold as hell" or whatever. This man has brought this story from another story to another story, and you want everybody to treat your story the way you feel, the way you feel they should. That's not gonna happen, Captain. And we know, you know what? Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I didn't know it was a white man though. I'll be quiet.
Oh, what the nurse was?
Won't he still? It ain't triggering you to mess with a white man after that. You want to talk about this, huh, Mr. Republican Brian? It ain't triggering you to mess with one. You still messing with him. You love a white man. Boy, bye.
So yeah, I didn't know that they actually put hands. I mean, like touched him inappropriately. I thought it was just words. So he definitely got. That was definitely a situation. I didn't know they touched him. Did you miss
Oh
that
yeah,
part,
that's what he
Rose?
said. Yeah, he said. Oh yeah, just the sniffing. He said that. I guess they touched him too.
What you?
But see, the thing that I just see, I'm sorry, y'all. I just need to be
What?
quiet. Then.
What?
So, like, I'm saying that that type of stuff, it didn't really trigger him to. He would have handled that. I feel like to the point where he would have just kicked it to the side. Because you see how worked up he's getting about it. Like he's very worked up when it comes to it.
Cause it
And
was
he
trauma,
wanted to make it seem like I'm
Rose.
such a horrible person because I decided to talk about it, ask for a part two. That's what I did. I asked for a part two. Asking for a part two gets you put in a place of, oh, you have changed. You are just so horrible. Really?
So what do you? I mean, you
No. Oh,
part two. You asked him for to do another video because you had questions after the first one.
because he said he wanted to do another video. I didn't just bring that. If he had just said, "Look, y'all, I need time," I know I just, but no, he was like, "Yeah, I'm working on this, and I'm about to do a part two." He was like, "I'm not leaving this alone." He said he wasn't leaving it alone.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
So
it's
you
another
said that
situation.
if you said that would have happened, that he would have came on here, blah blah blah. So are you trying to say you think that didn't happen to him? The touching part of it, you don't believe that?
Oh no, I never said that. No, I believe it happened.
Because you was
Yeah, I
like, well,
believe that it did
you said
happen.
they would have. You said they would have touched him, that he would have handled it. What did you mean by that? Like,
Oh no, I mean like with his level of you see how he is like right now, like he's very angry.
right?
That this would have been something that he would have definitely tried to get this case, get this handled. But it's just like for Brian ain't no 5 years type, down that seem like he wouldn't
And
stay
yeah, but
on something.
don't you hear how that
But I
sounds
just
like? So that's basically saying that you don't believe that part happened.
oh no, no, I'm not saying that. No, but no, I'm not saying that I
You just
don't
want to
believe
know
that
what
part
took him.
happened. I'm just saying that.
You just wonder what took him.
Oh, I must be saying it wrong.
You must be like, you must mean you wonder what took him, like the time, if he actually touched him. Like you don't understand. You surprised because that's not like him, or are you saying you questioned it? Because it comes across as like you're saying if that would have happened, he would have did this, that.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm at the point that I'm at the point where it just seemed like um, okay, it's 5 years, it's still a big deal, okay, but I don't see not your life didn't stop. His life didn't stop. He said the way this man just came at me, it's like his life stopped being okay. Yeah, let me shut this all. But it didn't seem like nothing stopped though. He was still um messing around. You know, I don't. Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, he says that he feels like YouTube has changed you. Has he told you that before?
He tried to, but won't he the one? Hold on, if we gonna get into that, um, haven't like me and you, Demon. So if I go to your channel, you go to my channel. We always branch off on people, branch off on each other. I did the same thing with the first, with the guy who I collaborated with first with Wonky. 1 minute we was on my channel, then we would be on his channel. Um, well, I think for the most time we'll be on his channel a lot, but it was okay. But I told that to Brian too. I was like, "Look, Brian, you gonna go to my channel? We can go to your channel." He was the one that said, "Oh no, Ro, let's go to your channel. I want to help, build you up." Since Brian want to really get into, he was like, "Oh yeah, come on, Ro, I want to help build, your channel up." And then, first of all, when I tell you, look, I ain't really all about a whole lot of loyalty stuff, Brian. I'm not gonna keep on protecting you. That right there should have told him, well, shoot, let's handle some of this stuff with business. Like, yeah, you gonna come to my channel, and I'm gonna get some numbers, and then you can come. I'll come to your channel too. But no, Brian was the one that was, I guess, which is you could say, try to spoil me. Like he was ready to say, oh no, we gonna go to your channel. I want to help you, your channel, prosper. I want, I just want to, help you. It's not like I ever said, no, Brian, let me help you too. Like it was definitely, I was trying to make it be two-sided because I already know how that one-sided shit is. And, now he want to use that now. It's always like that where they want to use that saying, oh yeah, well, you, talking about something I became Hollywood and all of that. I'm the same that I talked to you, but Brian is a hypocrite. That's what some people need to understand. Deal with him, and you'll see. That's where he is, and he the type that he ain't gonna listen to everything that you got to say, and he's the type that needs to because he starts throwing stuff out at you. So I mean, at this point, okay, whatever, Brian. He want to make this a big deal. He want to make this a big deal. Is it really? Is it a big deal? It's 5 years. 2020. Oh, we went 2021. Everybody, is it a big deal? Is it a big deal?
But Ro, have you tried asking Brian what made you talk about it today? Maybe something triggered him. I mean, it's obviously not out the blue. I mean, it's out the blue for us because you said he never mentioned it, and he disclosed some other things to you. But I mean, don't you? Ain't it some things that you probably haven't disclosed to Brian? I mean, sometimes you don't talk. I mean, or you just, I mean, I'm sure it's things that you haven't disclosed to him, right? Or things that you ain't thought about that you want to talk about right now.
You said he just yelled out that I was in the hospital.
Right.
But see, check this out though, y'all. See this, Brian. Now look, I know. I guess he's not able to handle my messiness because yeah, I am. I will say that. Yeah, I have grown in messiness. I try my best to stay in the playful area of it. So that's why I guess he can't handle. He can't take that I may be a little bit more messy. I guess that's what he's talking about. But all right, Brian is messy. Whatever. But oh yeah, the hospital
Well,
stuff
we
that he
told
wanted to
you
bring
that
up on
was
me.
gonna happen, Ro. Now, what did we just tell you? I said, now what's gonna end up happening if you don't come quick and link and y'all talk about it? Y'all gonna go over there. It's gonna become drama. It's gonna be somebody gonna say the wrong thing. Pastor may even say the wrong thing. He gonna get sensitive, and he willing to go lower than you are. And that's why I asked you about the personal business. There anything else that you could think of that you are worried about because we knew that was coming. I mean, so then when y'all got into it up here, he told your true life tea. I mean, rinse, wash, and repeat, bro. That's the point. Like that's what the
But see
chat
that.
was trying to say.
But see, that's the thing though. Like if you gonna tell the tea, you got to tell it right. You know what I'm saying? He don't be telling my tea right. I was in a hospital before I graduated. Yeah, before graduating from college. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, before graduating from college. You know how long that was? I still got my records when I was in there 4 days. You think I could care less what I put out here. 4 days I was in there. Brian didn't listen to none of that. He made up his own story. He said when he was mad at me, quote unquote, after the for like shock him. He was so mad that he was like, yeah, you were just in the hospital. No, I won't, Dodo. I was not just in the hospital. You
Maybe he's
don't
talking
listen.
about when you
You
had
don't even
your
listen
breathing
to your
stuff at
friends.
the. Maybe he's talking about the urgent care role when you just had your breathing. Because you came on and you told everybody about it too. I mean, I knew about it offline first, but you came and told everybody. I think maybe was he talking about when you had to go to urgent care because of your little, walking pneumonia stuff?
No, no. Mm-mm. He was talking about my other. He was talking about when I was in there for 4 days. That's what he was
Oh,
talking about. Yeah, but he didn't even listen to my timeline because he sat there. He was looking real stupid when you sitting there trying to use something against somebody, and I'm like, I was not in no hospital, nowhere near the time that you were in the hospital, Brian. I told you that, but you don't listen. He don't listen to me. He don't listen. When he'll get something in his head, and then he'll try to just go with what that is. So he needs to work on listening to people. That's what he needs to do. If I got to work on having an uncold heart, work on being a better listener. How about that, Brian?
mm.
Because you sure don't listen, and you're stubborn. Get your case together, then. If your case was together, you wouldn't have brought it to YouTube looking lost, sir. He a lost puppy when it come to that case. You shouldn't have brought it up here. You don't even know what to do. You don't know what to do with it. You bring a case up here, don't know what to do. You can't be mad at nobody that done the right thing, that done the smart thing, put it on Twitter and say justice for you so that you can get your case out here. It don't look like you know what you're doing. Don't play with me. You know what.
Roll. Roll your boat gently down the stream.
Yeah. RNY. Baby, it was 4 days.
Hold on,
I was
hold on.
working. Okay, boo. It was 4 days, boo. Allie, you said real sound like a fed up housewife. Y'all. I don't know. Yeah, see, Ness, I'm sorry, boo. No, I do. I would like for him to come to. I don't know. I guess he don't like me. No, I guess he don't like me though. I guess he mad. So I messed up, y'all. Did I messed up real bad? I should. That's why I was trying to just to be quiet. But when he done made up his mind, you see how he did though. He had made his mind up before he even hit the link. Yeah, that's why he took so long to hit the link. I know Brian. That's one thing. At least he needs to know that I know him. I already knew he was gonna come here and act this way because I was like, "Why are you taking so long to come up here? Remember, you had something to do." He said he had something to do, and then the ninja took almost 40 minutes to come hit the link. So I already knew it won't go. I was like, "Oh, this gonna all go his way." He's still pissed off. Yeah, Allie, I'ma just have to leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna say nothing else because it ain't gonna get nowhere. It's not gonna. You said, could he have imagined it waking up from that amnesia and given he likes white men? Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Though this don't make no sense. You said I have been in these bushes trying to figure out who wrote is reminding me of is given. You said what's giving what a baby. Well,
So what? So I mean, y'all didn't even when he was up here, y'all neither one of y'all took the opportunity to say y'all need to get each other's information again so y'all can continue this discussion in private.
Yeah. Oh, it sounded like he didn't want to. It sounded like he didn't want to even talk to me. I guess after this, I don't know. Like what? But where did that come from? I mean, because I told him And I guess he won't listen. I told him I wasn't laughing at his trauma, but he now he done put in his head that I was.
Well, you
Brian
have
is
been having your
complicated.
little fun and your little, entertainment. The way you presented it was light. That's probably what he's talking about.
Brian like to have entertainment when it comes to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I ain't nothing but ain't nothing but a hoe and all that. No, I can't do it, y'all, but he can.
Now, Ro, I ain't gonna. We are hoes, We do have a whole report and everything, so might be a little truth to it, When I won't tell, you won't tell. But
Yeah.
every number I'm a little hoe in you. But I think he considered y'all. I think if I commented on it, he expected. But I think he held you to a different standard. That's why when you responded to me, well, y'all not fun. So do you not feel like you would agree to a situation where y'all don't review each other content or speak on each other?
I guess that's where it's coming to, boo. Yeah, I mean,
So
actually,
how
that was
you
a
feel
good
about
idea.
that? How do you feel about it? I mean, you okay with it? Like, or do you think that Brian
Yeah.
not commenting on his situation would affect your commentary? Like, what do you think?
No, I mean, I'm with it then. If
Or maybe like if somebody
yeah,
asks you a question, you could say, you know what? Maybe a fair balance would be because this is B said, hey, if you got if you have a storyline on the streets or you got some tea on the streets, when people ask me to speak on it, I just won't speak on it or whatever, I'll do it that way. But typically people do that anyway. People, they really rock hard. They're not going to if it's bad or make them look bad, they're not going to draw attention to it, but they may still talk about it if it comes up on their channel.
yeah, he said to yeah, he did say he was like, I guess the topic of him, I should just hush up or I don't know. Oh, he said drop the link, boo.
Okay.
Brian be leaving people in just lost.
Her Carrie said you remind her of Baby J Wilson. Oh Lord, Jesus.
Not a baby J Wilson.
Allie said you sound
No,
like you.
I'm not
Ali
as
sound,
religious
not
as
Allie,
J
but
Wilson.
Ali said you sound like you sick of it. He said you sound like a fed up housewife.
Yeah, I wish he would listen more to what I say instead of coming up with his conclusion of something. But that's just not who he is.
But Ro, probably was your delivery because like I asked you, I said let's be careful. We not saying we putting expiration on Victor or like on complaints because I said think about Bill Cosby. I mean, them women say they happened to them and they say they still had rights. Oh, hey Brian, go ahead.
Hello?
Oh, he
Yes,
up here.
Brian.
Man, this is weird. Like y'all just stop talking when I hit the that's so weird. Like
No, I put on you stage
I don't
you.
know. That's weird. Like, okay, is
You
it
want us
me?
to get so we were just discussing.
Nah, it's just weird. Y'all was
Um,
just talking and then not.
I was I was saying how lost I was. I didn't know where your head was, Brian.
Well, my head is nowhere. And Demon So, can you say hello to me, Demon So?
I did. I said, hey, Brian, go ahead.
And I want to say hello back to you, and I want to formally apologize to you. I'm just every time when it comes to you, I be on edge, like because I already know what side you take, and I just be thinking bad stuff, and it was wrong for me to talk to you the other day, and I want to be a man about myself and apologize because I thought you was just deliberately not speaking to me. I didn't realize Pastor still had his banner up because I was on the chat. And I just heard you
Right.
come up. So that was my fault. And I could be a man and apologize when I'm wrong. So that was totally 1,000% my fault. And I'll just try to do better. That's all I can say.
Okay, Brian, I appreciate it. Yeah, Jay Wilson had that banner up the whole time because of the porn thing. And I was just like, I can't even see what's going on. That's why I said to him, I said, Jay Wilson, check your damn phone. I'm trying to tell you what's going on with your situation. And I said, I've been trying to get your attention about the pick. I was like, Lord Jesus. And that's why I went off on him too. I said, Jay Wilson, pick up the motherfucking phone. Like I was going off.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that damn dick been right there the whole damn time. But I mean, it's all good. But now when you just came up here just now, I said, go ahead, Brian, go ahead. Cause I like when y'all come in, y'all talk. I want this to be about just providing the platform. That's why even Ro was like, "Well, he can't, he shouldn't get too upset with you because you actually being more his side than Jay Wilson would have been in this situation, or he made light of it." And I said, "Yeah," because I told Molly over there, "Ro, you playing in our faces right now. Like you know what you doing." And I said, "I already know, and I know you, boy. How long we done been talking? How cool we done got, child? When Ro know he on Demon Time, he know not to have come on stream. He know to go on vertical." So we can't
Yeah,
come
he's
up
on Demon
there.
Time. Yeah, he's
Right.
on Demon Time. But you know what, Demon Soul? I just took some time to reflect just now, and I said, "Well, Brian, why are you really mad? Why are you really upset and have to talk to this boy that you said that you didn't want to be ugly with this young man?" So I came up here, and I like to do when I know when I know some things is fucked up and shitty and things like that. I come up and I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry for talking to you like that. I did put it on YouTube. I'm gonna take my responsibility. That way I'm gonna sleep real good tonight after I smoke and take me a good another shower. And I'm gonna lay my bitch ass down, and take my medication. I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna say, you know what, Ro, you're absolutely right on everything. You are right and I'm wrong. I just sat up here and I listened to all the negative things that you had to say about me and this and that. And you know what, nigga? Huh? You're right and I'm wrong. It's me, not you, okay? So, just keep on laughing, keep on speculating just move on. I don't want to fight you. I ain't your enemy. Can I say it like that? I ain't your enemy. I don't want to fight you. So can we agree to move on, just like the Miss O say, and leave each other alone? You can comment about whatever you want to comment about, any video, any whatever, because it is out for public consumption.
Is that really true though?
Yeah, it is, because I'm tired. I got to fight the world. I ain't trying to fight you. So I just wish you the best. And I wish you can move on with your life. God bless you. Brian, kisses and hugs. And that's the best thing I can say. I ain't trying to fight you. And it's plain and simple. Hold up right quick.
Well, Brian, I think that this was it prep talk? I guess what you're telling me, I can respect.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then I will tell
I
you
feel like
this,
you were
though.
very upset just a little
But hold
while
up.
ago
I
though.
will tell
So
you this,
I would
though.
still want you to express yourself with every bit of feeling. Like
Nah,
what really got
nah.
you in your feeling.
Nah, it's okay, but I will say this. Sometimes I ain't just the only liar up on here. You say I be telling half truths and shit. Sometimes you be forget. I don't know if you be drunk or just in la la land or whatever, but you be forgetting some of the shit you be doing too as well and saying. So ain't nobody, if I'm a liar, I'm gonna rebut and throw that back up on you and call you a liar as well. Talking about somebody be
Oh,
telling.
please let me know. Give me an
I'm not
example,
letting you know
please.
shit because it's not worth it. It's not
Please.
worth it. You ain't
Oh, it's
okay.
not
So
worth
just
it.
move
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Let's become the
But I thought we
best.
were having a
I'm
discussion.
gonna go
We're
find
at
me
the
a
pink table, baby.
suit.
We're at the pink table so we
Listen to
can
what
have
I'm
this
telling you.
discussion.
I'm
You
about
got
to
something to
find.
do.
I'm about to go to Suit Mart for the big and tall section, and I'm gonna go find me a suit that fits my fat ass. I'm gonna call my insurance. Hold on, I got to make my itinerary. Excuse me. I got to
Yes.
call.
Get served that suit. Yes. He got a
I
suit
got
coming.
to call my insurance to see if they offer free health and wellness. Is what I was listening to Pastor earlier to see if maybe my insurance cover a gym membership, but I can save my little coin since I'm poor. So I'm gonna do that in the morning, and there's just a few other things. I don't have time
Oh
to go
yeah.
down your weird shit. So, like I said, I'm gonna be the bigger man. I'm gonna come apologize, and I wish you well. And I hope you
Brian,
find
before
some.
you go down though, on another note, this is the shit with Ro, because Ro don't have to be a part of your business. Your business is separate from the hospital business. If you want to come back up, because I'm coming on tomorrow. Well, my daughter's birthday, so I'm gonna be doing like some little uploads, but probably like that night or either the next morning. They definitely the next morning I'm gonna do a regular live because I do think that other people need to learn how to advocate for themselves, and I understand what their hospital products do. My mom was an RN for 30 years, and it's a way that you can let that bitch feel it. Basically, basically a complaint to the nursing board. That's why I told Ro he can't put time frame on trauma because then white hoes can come back and accuse Bill Cosby of slipping in a motherfucking Mickey 60 years ago. Then everybody else can do. And that Me Too they didn't say it's just women, it's men and women. So we can get that bitch reported to the nursing board and all of that shit because that ain't over. You can't just say, oh, he no longer works here. Nah, it don't work like that.
Oh, you read the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And
thought I
that's what
was
I was
lying.
trying to
And
tell
that's why we
Brian
was
too, but
like,
he
okay,
feels
what's
like
the
I'm
part
trying
two of
to.
this? Yeah, that's what
Bro,
Ro was trying to say. What's the part two? Because me, I think he wasn't joking with that part. Because when I say part two, what I mean is that hospital should have been like, okay, and our next steps are, and even though next, it's like, wait a minute, they saying have a nice day. Hope you choose us. It don't work like that, baby. Like,
well, because I'm a black man, and
right.
but and I was listening to some of these people in the chat talking about uh did I imagine a white man? Like, y'all are ignorant, and that's why I laugh at y'all. It was funny. I don't want y'all to ever think that y'all
Wait
are.
a minute, they thinking you was confused about the race of the guy.
Well, they
The
basically was
fuck?
saying like,
Well,
do I
I think they were
think?
saying like he was under amnesia, like he was dreaming it, probably something like that.
And they're stupid. Like, I know about life. Like, y'all are stupid. When
Man,
you
come
are
on, man. Y'all insulting
in
folks' intelligence with that one.
Yeah, anybody who had surgery knows that when you wake up, you I felt burning down my pipes. I felt like my shit
Mm-hmm.
was on fire and burning from that
Mm-hmm.
anesthesia. I don't know what these people talking about, but
That
like when
breathing
you
tube make your throat feel like it's on fire.
yeah, and then when you wake up, you do know that it's reality, but you're still under not under the influence, but woozy. You're still in your right mind. You're up. You're ready to go, but you're woozy. I wasn't going to a room. I was leaving. It was a surgery that you get. You sit in recovery, and then you leave. So I don't know what these people are talking about. Did I confuse him, nigga? I know that was a white man. I knew exactly where I was at. Y'all are ignorant, and I'm pretty sure y'all have had surgery and had anesthesia too.
Oh,
So
so it
like
was
this,
outpatient surgery?
it wasn't no. It was at the hospital. Don't you see the letter? Methodist Hospital, Clear Lake.
No, no. Outpatient surgery is when you it's still at the hospital, but then like what you just said. You were
Well,
in
I
and
don't know
out.
what it was. All I know is
Oh,
that
okay.
that surgery caused me an infection, and he had to come and pick me up from my house and take me back to that goddamn hospital. That was a bad day. Like the surgery, it was just the whole situation was just kind of weird. And y'all can laugh at it. We are in the beef sector. I just want y'all to know that at the end, I'm gonna always win. And whether it take a year, 5 years, in a row. What did you think I was doing for 4, 5 years, Ro? What did you think I was doing? You said that I'm supposed to just stop my life. Ro sounded so ignorant. He said, "Oh, and he was out here dating and going." I wasn't supposed to live. I'm not supposed to live. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, I just felt like that you being the person that you are, Brian. I feel like you would have like really hit that hospital up, and I thought that you would have made something of it by now.
Well,
I
let me
that's what
tell
I
you what
feel.
happened. I ended
But
up
okay,
getting
I understand.
COVID twice, and I
I
had to go
remember
for
that.
a second surgery. Okay, and while doing that second surgery, the doctor had to come to my house. I got that shit. That infection started having. I had what do you call them things? Drainage things coming out of me, and that thing was filled with infection. I got infected, and I started having like delirium at home. Come to find out, it was COVID and that infection. That doctor came and got me, and they did surgery on me that night. Okay, and that's when I found out I had COVID twice. Excuse me, the first time, and then I ended up re-catching it and got it again. And
Yeah,
that's
because I remember you were
yeah.
on YouTube and you were fighting with somebody. And
Oh,
you were bringing up that you had that
I was fighting
COVID.
with somebody. Who was I fighting with?
I'm not sure at the time exactly who it was, but I remember
Uh,
you was
you just
fighting like
want to
because you were
paint me
saying that you
as
said
a,
that you had holes in
and
in
I
your
hope
chest and
I
your
hope all
lungs.
of you in the chat, I hope y'all laugh, get your laughs in,
Nobody's
baby.
laughing at you.
I am about to do a 360. I'm talking about this accident fucked me up, and like I said, thank God I got me a new lawyer. yesterday, and I started my new physical therapy this morning. But thank God that I'm about to really do a whole 360. And I'm talking about with my mental, my spiritual, my physical, my everything. And I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Laugh at it. Laugh all you want, snicker and laugh and think that road shit is funny, shading somebody. I want y'all to laugh and have a good time, because life, you supposed to laugh. And this is the beef sector, and I ain't mad at nobody. And like I say, God bless you. And while y'all laughing, I'm gonna be still trying to, it's gonna be an endless cycle. Like you say, I ain't gonna never have no good luck, is what you told me. And I'm gonna forever be, but every day is an endless cycle of me trying to do what's right and struggle and try to make it in this world. So while y'all laughing, my blessings is gonna pour into me. I'm gonna have to hit the ground and bust my face. And while y'all laughing, God is just gonna keep putting these blessings in. And by the time I look up, I'm gonna be situated. Oh my God. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Fuck what Ro talking about and whoever else is in the chat laughing and doing whatever.
Brian,
Bitch.
you're a very complicated man. You're complicated.
Bitch. I don't give a fuck. Laugh at it,
How
bro.
much money you say you supposed to get?
You don't. I listen.
30K for that lady, right?
I didn't say
That hit
shit.
you.
I did not say shit, and that's the problem. You be listening to motherfucking hard, bitch. I
I
said
think
that.
you do too. I
For
think you
first of
listen way
all,
too hard too when you be up there saying things
no, I be hearing
about me
just
too.
right. I be
Remember when you
hearing
was trying
just
to say my
right, but
surgery?
whatever. I don't want to argue.
Well, not
Whatever.
surgery.
I'm
I
on
just
mute.
said
Go ahead.
my hospital. When you remember, you said my hospital dates. You got those all screwed up, and I was like, Brian, no, I never told you that my hospital dates were anywhere near these last couple of years. Remember, and you was sitting there looking crazy because you sat there, and I was like, "No, Brian, we
First of
over here,
all, who
trying
said
to."
hospital dates? I said, remember that time you was in a hospital is exactly what I said, since you're talking about my
No,
hospital. So what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm back on mute. Go ahead. Nobody said nothing about no dates. What the fuck are you talking about? That's weird.
yes, you did. What are you talking? No, you
Okay,
did
so what
say.
did
No,
I
I'm not
say?
saying this time. See, it ain't no
Well,
talking
say
to him.
whatever. You know exactly what I
It
was
ain't no
talking
talking
about. I
to him.
was very
Whatever.
clear. I said that time you was in that hospital wheezing is what the fuck I said. I didn't say no dates. So what the fuck are you talking about? You want to confuse the audience so they can think that I'm all bad and shit and weird. That's why I don't like arguing with you, because it goes 10 different ways instead of straight. I like a straightforward type of argue. I didn't say no dates. What the fuck are you talking about? I said the time that your ass was in the hospital oozing and wheezing is what the fuck I said, since you want to make fun of my goddamn last hospital stay. And me, what about the time you was in there woozing and wheezing, bitch? That's what I said. Who said something about some dates? Oh,
Who said it was a hospital? Yeah. Uh huh. Who said it was a hospital? You. And that's not true. You don't want to be saying stuff, Brian. And it like if you really knew what it was not no hospital. If that's what you were talking about.
all I
And
know
Demon
is
Zoe
I
said it was
sometimes
urgent. It
I
was
be
urgent care. That's what it was.
okay,
And I posted it.
whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. That
whatever.
that can be
Mhm.
considered a hospital as well.
Hey,
Okay, because they have
Bricky.
standalone.
No,
Okay,
it's a standalone medical facility,
well,
sir.
it can consider, because boy, I'm not about to argue with you about.
no,
Listen,
no. I mean,
listen,
you want me to get it right. You need to get it right too.
listen, child, stop.
hmm So, how are you feeling right now, sir?
I'm feeling like this is not productive. Why am I on here arguing with you?
Yeah, I
These
did want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland. Thank you, Miss
uh,
Darling.
and fuck Miss
Oh, what's up,
Darlings.
Brookie? Hey. Oh no, you ain't gonna come for my Miss Darlings
Fuck,
like that. Miss Darlings, just
fuck
like
Miss Darlings and her
Aladdin.
messy ass
Talk about
ass.
Miss Darlings if you want to. You
Fuck her
scrub.
with, God forgive me, with it was something that fell on the floor and shattered. Let me not be explicit. Let me hush my mouth. Fuck Miss Darlings and fuck you too. Okay,
You
now
did Miss
listen.
Darlings real wrong though, Brian. When you sat there and she was just trying to talk to you. I remember that
Well,
time, and
Demon
you
Soul, I would
talking.
love to talk about that, Demon Soul, and I have other things that I would like to discuss about that, because if I was a female, people would have said ooh and ah, But see, I'm a
Right.
big,
And they
I'm
would
a,
have said there's no time limit on pain, all of that. Yeah.
and I'm a big
Well, I
black
mean,
man
people
with a
have
beard.
really been for Brian though. Like I mean, I would picture me being one of the people that was for you too. Asked them for your part two. I was trying to keep you up with it because you know how you tend to wander off and do other things or other things happen. And remember, because you had forgot about it when Miss Stevens. If we really gonna discuss it, I was like, Brian, what about
Okay.
part two? And he was like, what the hell are you talking about part two? He had
Uh,
forgot. He was like, oh yeah, let me get back on that. And then he was like, oh yeah, well I got a police report. Brian, do you have a police report? Yes or no?
in honest row, are you incapable of not being a hoe in one night stands? Yes or no? Or could you have a serious relationship? Or
I
is
don't
you
know.
just
Let
a
me be a hoe,
40-year-old
baby.
fucking
Hoe.
weirdo?
Hoe. I'm ready to
Yeah.
go in a motel. Hoe. Let me be a hoe, Brian. That's gonna be hard for me to transition from a hoe to house husband. That's gonna be hard, but I mean, I might could do it one day.
You be too big. Anyway, God bless you. I wish you the best,
Hey,
child. Meet
ho, ho.
Virginia.
They said your booty was worth 1,000 words up on the club in the club. They trying to get you up in the club and
My
twerk,
boo.
Brian. They said you
I
got a nice booty to
I
twerk.
fart.
So
I
I think
fart
you
in
may
all
be
them.
good on it
Listen,
in
hold
the
up. Let me
host
tell you.
role.
Let me tell you. Hush right quick. I fart in
Okay.
all them hoes' faces that say that. Tell them. Tell them. Okay. I fart in your face. Diarrhea style, bitch. Completely. Okay.
Ew, yuck, Brian. Don't do
Oh,
that.
well, okay. Well, leave me the fuck alone. Is there anything good? I came up here. My bad. I came in. So, Demon, so I would love to join your stuff tomorrow. That sounds like a productive conversation. And I will be willing to divulge stuff because you will be hopefully coming from a better place, unlike Honest Road. So I
Can
would
I ask
Yeah,
you
love
one
that
more
pisses
question though,
me
Brian,
off
please?
because I don't like the whole underlying tones of it because it's like and how we get treated. And one of my passions is how black women and black men get treated. Like when we go to emergency room or places,
mm-hmm.
us having illnesses, and how we have to like even my mom has told me some of the racial things I have to look for. And when I see them happening, I already know
Yep.
something on guard because they won't give us pain. For example, a lot of people don't realize they'll give us a pain shot in our hip, but they'll give a white person pain missing their IV because we have to like go through a whole lot to be proven to be in pain. It's like this
Yeah.
myth that we can take a lot. That a lot of black people are scared to speak up and get the white coat syndrome, but those motherfuckers put their pants leg on one at a time like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So,
And
and
I
you'd
can
be
even tell you
surprised how
about
people clam up when it's their health.
I can even tell you about the doctor in this past experience. Just a couple of in this past accident that I've been in. Yeah, that seemed like a nice little conversation. I would love to be involved with that. I sure will hit your link. Yes,
Yeah, a
ma'am.
couple of my
Brian,
dreamers in
can you talk
healthcare
about
get
a police
into it
report?
too.
Honest Road, just give up. Honest Road, your intentions
Oh
are just not
no, can you talk
Bro,
there.
about no?
come
Because you
on,
did.
listen, bro. What about the police report? It bothers you is the fact that you saying because a lot of people don't know they can do a police report for stuff like that at like a
Yeah.
hospital. They be thinking that the hospital would deal with. I can understand, and maybe when you're ready to face your trauma, like how those women, the victims, come out. You know what? That's a separate question. How do you feel, Ro, when people like the Bill Cosby situation, when they came out, even though it was like 30 years later? Do you believe there's a such thing as a time frame? Because maybe you're thinking coming from your like you have different views about stuff like this.
No, you know what? That's the thing. When he came out and said it, I was not on that train of first of all him being a man, because had that we used to have that stigma where if it's a man coming out saying he got sexually assaulted, oh throw that mess in the garbage. I didn't even feel that for Brian. I was like, oh my god, like I was really like, dang, this is somebody suffering from a experience where he says that it has really haunted him throughout his days. So I was there. I was just like, it seemed like he is very serious about going to the next steps. And I mean, and the thing about it, no, is the thing. I was just in that mode of what's next. That's where I was, what's next, and I was trying to keep up with it. So next thing is, he said that he had a police report, but he showed the letter that the hospital, gave him 2021. I guess he wants to keep up with it. And he don't want us to. Okay, but if you, I thought people are going to try to keep up with it, though, Brian. But I mean, a lot of people believe him. And they do. A lot of people, and I do too. I believe him. I believe it happened. I just feel like Brian. What is Brian going through now, though? That's the thing. Like, it's just like he has a lot going on in his life. So I'm just like, can you handle it? Can you handle going through that? You got this case. You got to go to work. You're trying to get back to work. And, you got to pay your rent and stuff. It's a lot, for him to even have to deal with. But hey, I guess it's just life. So, okay, Brian, do what you got to do. And hopefully in the end, you have a good outcome.
Bro, do you think that
But he's trying to get money from a settlement.
Do you think that since he didn't do the police report at the time, that you don't think that he should have done it now? Because the police report in particular seems to be a point of contention. So I was just asking.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. Actually, I was being more, I guess, nosy. Because no, I'm saying now, I'm like, where's the police report? And I'm like, read it. Like,
you got the police report. Boo, you're Borgin.
Oh, dang, I'm Borgin.
Oh, good. That's good. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay. Yeah. No. See, where I'm at now is, I guess I'm too nosy. Because now I'm just like, Brian, you got the police report. Show us the police report. Like, let us read it.
But why do I got to show you the police report, bro? Why do I got to show you that? Like, who the fuck do you think you are that I have to show and do that?
I think you should, because you gave us
through the process.
Okay.
So ain't my victim's right? So as a victim, you beat me the fuck up. Right? So what about my victim's right as a man? You don't know what they did to me as a man, and I was already dealing with childhood shit, bitch, that you brought up. So what the fuck are you talking about? Why do I got to come to you to show you any goddamn thing? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Well, you just came to the YouTube, and I'm saying you just showed that letter.
I went to my channel to talk to my audience. Anybody who wanted to hear what was going on with me. I don't have to come to you.
Okay.
Get the fuck up out of here.
I didn't say, I wasn't saying, okay, I wasn't saying come to me. I was saying, yeah, come to the audience. We're the audience. And I was like, you posted that letter.
At my own pace. You don't rush me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I got you. That's what I needed. Thank you. Okay, so you mean maybe later. All right. Yeah, you're right. We can't rush you. Yeah. But I mean, it will get the information.
You must be. I don't know if you must have not went to the club and had a one night stand yet, or a drink in a while.
Okay,
you need to go do something to really, because you're tripping now. You're acting like somebody that's like one of them Trump supporters out there. Prove that the shit.
Hold on.
That's what you're acting.
I know you the Trump supporter. You see it. This man is crazy. You the Trump supporter. Sir, bye. Are you kidding me, Brian? You can't use Trump against me. You ain't been on Trump ball.
First of all, on certain topics, because I still don't agree with him going up to that woman and doing all the things that, what he was in that interview saying he did and all the other stuff. I don't fuck with that part. I don't fuck with him on that part.
You don't mess with Trump no more?
I fuck with him only on immigration. Yes. I fuck with him only on certain things that I like.
I don't get that though, Brian, that you mess with him on immigration, but you said they're liking them Mexicans like that though. I don't get that part, because if all the Mexicans go away, you gonna be frowning.
Stuff. Like being one of them other people that got to say, "Oh, Trump did it anyway," but oh well. One of them people, one of his supporters that say, "Oh well, let's still vote him president." You are that type of person that.
I can't believe you just said that to me. Oh no, you know what? That's a trigger for me. How dare you? I've always been Democrat. Since the beginning of time, I don't want nothing to do with no Trump. You the one over there sitting with Candace Owens. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
I love her videos.
Down somewhere.
And I love her individuality. See, that's the perk. Because I love
Orange right now, Demon. So you the Trump.
Rose, shut up and have a conversation. You just want to over talk and be. So you just threw something out there. So let me respond. So you said just like Candace Owens, I love Candace Owens, and I love people from MSNBC, and I love people from Fox News and CNN. I love to get a variety, different people's opinions. I ain't like you Democrats, you motherfuckers stealing money and doing all type of other shit that y'all motherfuckers be doing. I'm half Democrat. I like AOC on certain stuff. I like Jasmine, and I like a few other Democrats that I fuck with. For real, for real. Okay, but don't play with me. The fuck is you talking about Candace Owens? That's supposed to be an insult. I love some of her videos. I
Candace
love the
Owens.
Taylor Swift
Candace Owens.
stories that she do with Taylor Swift and Blake Lively and Ryan. Candace Owens offers a variety to me, and it's okay. You sound ignorant, like people ain't allowed to like people that have their own beliefs. Like, what type of America do you live in? Like, you're weird. You're very weird. I love Candace Owens. I love the people that talk about The View. I watch The View. I like some of them people on there. Like my girl Sarah Haynes. I fuck with Sarah Haynes all day long. Love me some Sarah Haynes. So
Of
what the
course
fuck
you
are you
do.
talking about? Okay. So back the fuck up off of me. The
Mhm.
weird shit you be doing. Do I come on board?
What is that?
It was just like a pause. Brian, you talking, Brian?
He went out. Brian, you went out.
Just let him, when he come back, bro, just let him finish his statement and just kind of just see, because the whole, let's move on from like the police report, anything that implies about proof of something, because we want to come from a spirit of, we just here for you. Then I think more in the actual advice on stuff probably should be say, I think we should focus on whether y'all want to exchange information so y'all can have that other commentary, personally, and you could tell him where you were coming from, and then also maybe how it makes you feel when y'all have discussions, and maybe he throws out personal things because you feels like the facts are off, all that type of thing. I think y'all could talk if you're open to it. I mean, but y'all got to start with having each other's information again.
I feel like with Brian, to tell you the truth, like it's just gonna be a let me talk and you just shut up. Otherwise, everything you do is just I don't know. It's
Bro, like
I
I
don't know
think
where
even
it's gonna
now
go.
you seem to be. I think he's mistaken, because you do seem to be light with it. But I think some of it is nervousness, because you kind of don't want it to go volatile, and like a little nervous laughter. But it does come across like the more passionate he gets, the sillier you get. You see what I'm saying? So and I know what that's like, because I'm kind of like that, kind of awkward, like make you a little you kind of nervous, but it comes across as maybe. And I think when he say the word cold, I think that triggers you. I think maybe I'm not telling him to change his wording. What I'm telling you, maybe by taking the feedback, let's use, instead of saying cold, how are you open to maybe you making light of it? But then we've already said that, and you said no, that's not where it is. But you say then maybe I'm nosy or curious. So can you, maybe the curiosity can make you seem like it's not as serious to you? And are you trying to make light of it because it's traumatic, and you just kind of like trying to buffer some of the beef sectors? Once we get involved in it, people can make it real nasty. So do you think maybe that's what you're trying to do? Like, not have it to be so serious when you discuss it because he's your friend? Or, I mean, what?
No, I mean I see it as serious. I guess at this point, I don't know. Maybe maybe we just aren't meant to be in friends. Because I guess the way I see his view on things, a lot of times, it seems like we disagree. We disagree on certain things, and it seems like we always have a lot of bad communication. Like the communication, it seems it's very misguided. So maybe we just aren't meant to be. Like he said. Um,
Oh, hold on a second. Brian coming back. Hey, Brian.
Yeah, my phone died. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay, let's finish that row.
yeah, I was saying like Brian, maybe like you said, like maybe we just aren't meant to be. Um,
Friends.
Friends. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
say maybe what's it called? We can be
Nah,
kosher with each other.
I'm
or
being
something
big.
like that, and in a certain environment. I ain't saying we can't be in the same environment together, but you
I've
just
been
got a lot
vicious.
of different views that
V
you really don't want to hear my views, and then you just try to
V
throw
is
me
for
with Trump.
vendetta.
Brian, you can't
V.
throw me with Trump. You can't do that. You just try to switch me. How you gonna switch me up?
Now that's why you
I
don't
ain't
want to
come
be
up with
free.
no story. This is ridiculous.
Oh, so I guess I got my lick back. Oh wow, that felt good to know that bothered you. Okay, well, good. I'm glad.
You see,
Um,
he want to bother me.
well,
I don't
listen.
know why you want me
I
to
could
be in a
totally
state
agree
of
with what you're
trigger.
saying. Listen to what I'm
Where
telling
Molly at? Molly, come up here, Molly.
Listen to what I'm telling you, because you just got me to yell today a couple of times, and I'm smoking, and I don't want to yell. But you be making me mad a little bit. You kind of piss me off. You want to throw some shit and then get to talking over somebody and not letting them respond to what the fuck you just said about Candace
Oh, my
Owens.
bad. That was rude. Yeah, my
No,
bad.
no, 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 no. Listen, I totally agree. I'm not no confrontational type of person like that. If you want to just let bygones be bygones, I've been saying that for the last week and a half. We could let bygones be bygones, and we ain't got to be nothing. You already proved yourself to be. You said earlier that first of all, don't even put it like that because my channel is not even all that popping. So what the hell I said to you was, Ro, just go live.
Yeah,
Build your
see, no,
channel up.
you say you was
Wait,
like,
so
yeah, bro,
see, let
forget
me
about my
finish talk.
channel. We gonna
Damn,
work on your channel.
damn. Can I
Oh,
finish
okay.
talking? Goddamn, I was in the middle of a sentence. I was in the middle of a sentence. Goddamn, you don't want to let me finish it. So anyway, like I said, excuse me. Like I said, Ro, go ahead. Because I was wanting to be your moderator, and I would just started watching you heavy again, and I was like, this is a fun channel, and so exactly. Don't try to use that to weaponize against me. I was trying to support your channel, your growth, right or wrong.
Look what all year said. All year. That's
Oh,
right.
God.
All
See, and
year.
that's why I don't
Oh
like
yeah, right.
arguing with him because this is it's weird. You don't get nowhere. There's no solution. It's just
That's your fault.
chaos
That's
and
your fault,
confusion.
Brian.
So you're
I
absolutely
tried
right.
already
Let's
with
just
you,
end
and
it.
then every time it
Let's just
led
end
to
it.
me being stressed out. So that's why I kind of treat it now like this, like we playing
Let's just
jacks and
end it. It's
marbles,
not worth it,
because it
right?
ain't gonna get
Yeah.
nowhere unless
Yeah,
it's your
you're
way.
absolutely right. Because
So
I was
I
just
try to sit there and give
straightforward.
you my side of it, and you don't want to listen to it. You
I was
don't
just
care. You
straightforward.
just
I
care
was just
about your
straightforward.
side.
I don't just care about nothing. But all I was saying was, though, you tried to weaponize that against me. Without all I was doing was thinking I was trying to support your channel and grow. That's all.
Oh no, you ain't gonna use that
When
because
I
you
would
said
call,
no. You used that against me right then. You did, Brian. You must have
when I
remember you
would
used it.
call
You tried
you,
to use that because you said
okay,
that
listen
I
to what
was
I'm
a
trying to
changed
tell you.
person.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Uh-huh.
When I would call you and say, Ro, just go live, man. I feel like just having a good fun live. Do it on your channel, man. Get your numbers. And then next thing you know, a lot of people started coming to your channel and you started popping. That's all I said. Nobody,
No, that wasn't all you said. Don't lie.
well,
Say
listen,
the
I
rest. You
supported your
said that
channel and
I
I
became
still,
Hollywood. You said I became too good.
yeah,
That
you
ain't
did though.
that's what
In my opinion,
don't just
and my,
don't add on stuff that you say. You see, that's how he try to put other people in the victim. Brian,
am
I
I
know you
allowed
by
to have
now.
my
You
own
can't.
opinion? Am I allowed to have my own opinion?
Am
As a,
I allowed to have my own opinion? That's all you
of
gotta do with a
course.
hypocrite, y'all.
No, I'm not a
Well, what
hypocrite
was
and no
that I said
mudsling. No
that got
mudslinging.
you
I'm
all
trying to
round up?
talk to you, and you don't even argue right. You argue like a child,
See,
and
look,
I'm
he
not
want me
even
to
trying to
argue the way he
mudsling
want me
with
to
you.
argue. See where we are?
Argue how
So I
you
can't even
like,
argue the way I want to argue. So you say I'm arguing like how you know what a child argues like?
because you didn't even conclude to the other point that we just was talking about. You just started being weird. All I said was that kind of fucked me.
What am I concluding to?
Well,
What do you
that
mean?
that I did support your channel, and I did ask to be a moderator, and supported your channel, and wanted your
Yeah,
channel
but
to
you said
grow.
that I've changed
Okay, that's it.
over the
Leave it.
last two,
Leave it.
3 months, but that can't be true because you've been over there, right? Or like what is all this
Leave
changing? Where did
it
all this changing come from?
alone. Don't ever
You see
throw
me?
no. Don't ever.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I can have. I'm very logical. I love to talk and have a conversation. But
When it's
sometimes
going
it
your
gets
way.
well. Listen. Um. We shouldn't be out here mudslinging. Let's just end this shit. And plain and simple, if we are meant to be friends, then maybe we can start with a hello, right? And we can be cordial that way. I'm willing to go down with that. I don't want to have no baseless argument because you're not in the headspace to talk about things and fix them. You're in the headspace of trying to throw mud in my face and trying to kick me while I'm down. But see, then I let you kick me a few times. The next time you throw a kick, okay, figure out how you're gonna end up, only standing on one fucking leg, figuratively
Boy, bye.
speaking.
Do your
By
worst.
nothing. I ain't gonna let you virtually keep kicking me and kicking me and kicking me, and we ain't gonna start, trying to swing on your ass. Now let's just be very fucking clear. I'm trying to be nice. I've been saying bygones be bygones. You keep poking, and they already say I'm a big ass gorilla, burly motherfucker, ferocious motherfucker. That's what they say about me. Big animal livestock type of motherfucker. You keep fucking with me, and the beast is gonna come out, bitch. And I keep telling you, let bygones be bygones. Going
Somebody
about your
always messing with you, aren't they, Brian?
I'm just call you the
I
man
think
of
you
no.
just need to go out here and say what you need to say then.
I ain't trying to say shit. The man with no conclusions. That's what I'm gonna call you. The man with no conclusions.
No, I've
And
had plenty of
and it
conclusions for
just
you.
is what
I'm
it
just
is.
tired and worn out from
Don't
having
be tired. I
conclusions,
don't want to
Brian.
make nobody tired,
What
girl.
type of what conclusion do you want
You the
now?
one that's
What is that
overly invested.
conclusion?
Hold up. Let
Conclusion.
me no, let me rebut. You ought to be tired because you the one that's overly invested in a goddamn police report and things. So you tired from your own shit. You the one that's overly invested. How the fuck am I making you tired when you overly invested in my shit? So you are a contradictory. I'm tired myself, and all I've been saying was let bygones be bygones. Don't overstress yourself because you're gonna start having asthma and oozing and wheezing and shit. So just relax yourself and let's just let bygones be bygones. Do you agree? And we can let it end like that. Don't overstress yourself. I'm on mute. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
This is normally how it ends, y'all.
Hey, Shakim,
Can
baby.
you give me an
What's
ultimatum?
up?
Yeah, you see, yeah, Brian, that's right. Yeah, Shakim, I see what you mean with that right there. But that ain't something that he really sees. Now he's trying to say that I don't
Man,
know
get
how
your
to
get back.
have
Get whatever
conclusions
you
with
want to
somebody.
get. You are an open person. Do what you want to do. I don't care. I don't care about no get back. When did I kick him when he was down? Tell me. Since you cheerleading, bro, when did I kick you when you was down? Tell me. When?
Well, when you was like he don't want you.
Okay, so you get mad when I say that about you, that Shakim don't want you. You get mad about that? Is that kicking you
Let
out?
me see what else have you done before.
Okay, so listen,
Um,
listen. No, no, no. I apologize for I guess
you
throwing
said
you
a
off
lot though
base.
before.
Well, hold up. Let me apologize just for that part. I apologize for saying that Shakim don't want you. That's none of my business, y'all friendship. Okay. So I'll stay out of that and I won't ever mention that again. Is that okay? You okay with that?
Well, Shakim, would you like to come up and give Brian an
Okay.
example?
Well,
Yeah, maybe he got a better example.
Well, Ro, if you agree too, then you should have an example. Like, do you feel like that there's some times where he's kicked you back in? What I mean, what I'm thinking he means by kick it
I've
back
tried to
in is
kind of
that.
forget it, y'all. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth. With what had been going on, things shouldn't be where they are now. I'm not gonna blame Brian for it because I probably should have brought things to the table beforehand. Like it's a lot of things that I feel I was being that friend that just tried to say, let me just, make sure I do right by this friend without really telling him, hey, maybe this right here is a little bit too much. Um, and then, you got to realize that we did have YouTube. Like we brought YouTube into what we had dealings with. So
I think you might be
on
right
my
on
end
that.
as well as his end, he would do things to please the audience or not. Well, Brian is not really one for pleasing some people. He's really the type that would rather get even with somebody or like make them like,
I'm gonna
yeah, see, look,
get
this is how
you
it is.
back.
Like
Yeah, you're right.
y'all, like y'all,
I'm gonna
try to kick
get
me,
you
and I'm gonna kick
back.
you first. That's how Brian is,
Little
you know.
whispers.
So
Yeah.
for him to sit here and talk about some conclusions and all that, yeah, you're one to talk, Brian.
Well, tell me how you feel about me. Tell me how you feel about me.
I feel like
I'm listening.
it's been how many renewals? You was like, bro, I'm about to renew myself. I'm about to renew my.
Yeah,
Remember you
yeah.
said, look, it's about to be a
Once I say,
LLC.
hold up, hold up, hold up,
I'm
hold
about.
up,
Hold.
hold
You
up,
was like,
hold
it's
up,
about to
hold
be
up
a
right
whole
quick.
change of a
Hold up right
Brian,
quick. Hold
and then you come
up.
back, you be the same
Hold
Brian.
up, hold up, hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. Once I stay down, bitch, I don't lay down. And if I lay down,
And that's
bitch, I
good.
don't stay down. I don't stay down, ho. If I want to renew myself again, I'm gonna do it again. Next. The fuck is you talking about? Once I stay down, bitch, I don't stay down. And if I stay
Okay.
down, bitch, I don't lay down. Ro, come with someone else, Ro. But like you said, you're so overstressed. Oh my God, I'm so overly stressed about this situation that you brought the fuck up. Unbelievable, girl. Unbelievable. Get the fuck up out of here with that drama queen.
I ain't say I was stressed about it. What
Well, didn't you
situation you
just
mean?
say?
What situation?
Didn't you just say that earlier? Didn't you just say that? Now, and I had to tell you, like, bitch, you the one that's talking about it, overly
No, I ain't
invested.
say I was stressed about it.
Oh, what you say you was?
No,
My
I
bad.
said I was impatient.
No,
Yeah, that's
boy,
what I
get
was saying.
back,
Because
get back,
you
get
waited
back.
5 years.
Lying on the
Well,
spot. You're
no,
lying again on the fucking
hold
spot.
on.
Oh my
I'm glad.
God.
See, well, that's good. We got Demon still here. Did I say I was stressed about it, Demon?
Bitch, you didn't say you was impatient about the shit. You made it seem like you was stressed out. And I had to remind you earlier that you're the one that's overly invested. You're the one
No,
that
I ain't say I was stressed out about. No, I'm not
yeah,
stressed out about
okay.
it.
Well, don't be stressed out about it. I'm not arguing with you no more. This is unproductive, and you're just not even a person to
Yeah, I
argue
guess
with.
it is.
Well, leave it how it is. And thank you for showing your true colors. I see your true colors coming through. Okay.
So okay, let me see. Road, how do you feel about as far as you said that because he brought it on YouTube that's why you was dissecting it about what kind of advice to give him or whatever. But since y'all have been communicating, do you think that maybe that could have been shared like once y'all on the back end, maybe that would have avoided this, or do you think you would still be here? Because you said you was giving him advice about what you think he should do, but some of this advice was based on assumptions, like you assume this, or assume that, right?
He didn't like what I had to say to him on the back end. He didn't like what I had to say to him on the front end.
But y'all ain't talked on the back end in a while,
At
No,
right?
all.
well, that when we
And that was
did
by
talk,
my
he didn't
choice
really like
too.
what I like. He didn't like what I had to say to him on the back end. Then remember, Brian, when I
No, we
talked to
left
you
off real
first
good.
about
I
the
just
tractor
decided
trailer
to
stuff,
stop.
he didn't
Hold up,
like that.
bro. Bro, hold up. We left off real good. I just decided to stop calling you, bitch. So what the fuck are you talking about? We left off real good and amazing. I've been minding my own fucking business. The fuck are you talking about? The back end. She
It's
asked
always
you
he
if
decided to stop
maybe
calling
now
me,
if
right?
maybe we was
Okay.
talking, if maybe we was talking on the back end. Yeah, you're right. That might have been a different because we was talking on the back end and it would have been on the back end. So yeah, Demon. So I could kind of agree with that with what you're saying.
Well, Ro, you don't see how that maybe would have been, that could have been maybe to hold that, but you just say you just don't want. Basically, I get from you, Ro, you don't want to be in a
I did
situation where
hold it.
oh,
I didn't come out there. I did not.
you thought it's
When
holding.
Brian, I did hold it. I didn't just come out there and talk about his story. He
Okay.
had put it up there, and then all I did was ask for an update.
Well,
That's
do
all
you
I
know a
did.
good lawyer, or should I try to do it pro se? Should I try to
Actually,
just
what was it?
research the
I knew a
laws
guy.
and do it pro se?
How was I going to help you? I knew this guy. He said that he had shoot, what was it? I just looked at it today. This guy I know. What was
I
it?
might
Something
want to
that was
try to
going to
do
help
this
you?
pro se and just research the laws and stuff like that, and do my research. So I don't know, but yeah, Ro,
Forgot.
God bless you, Ro. I wish you the best. and I kicked you while you was down. Apparently, I apologize. You've been stumping on me today. So, did you get your lick back? You felt like you feel sufficed enough? Are you good? Yeah. Are you good? Okay. So I take that as that he's good. So yeah.
I don't know what I am, Brian. I guess you
Don't let me stress you out, girl. Put me to the furthest part of your brain, girl. Please, I don't want to stress nobody. The way I'm going through life right now, and at the end, I know it's gonna be a nice pot of gold for me, sitting right there waiting
I
for
do.
me. And I'm
Now I
gonna.
will say that. I do hope you get
So,
to get to the money. I hope you get to
oh
your money
yeah.
because I know that's where you've been trying to get to for quite some time. You just want the
No,
money. You want the money to come instant though, but you got
with
to
your,
know, that's
excuse
something you
me,
got to be
with your
patient about.
shade, excuse me, with your shade, quite some time. I've
See,
always had,
I can't talk in
hold
the
up.
shade.
I've
Okay.
always had me a motherfucking job, bitch. I'm talking about this is some, they
Oh, I
already
know, but
basically
you ready to
ruled in
get to
my
the money
favor.
though.
They already basically ruled in my favor and accepted responsibility that that bitch hit and ran me.
But two thousand
And
dollars
so I
wasn't
don't
enough
give
for
a
you.
fuck.
You say you
I
wanted
don't give a
more than
fuck. I
that.
have a
You said
lawyer
that's
now.
not enough.
I have me another lawyer, and I'm going. You see me in therapy today, so I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm gonna keep doing
Yeah.
what this lawyer telling me to do, and then I'm gonna start my mental therapy because I have panic attacks now. You feel me? So I'm gonna get all the
Oh no,
money
you
I
do
can.
what from
I
driving?
sure do. Listen.
Oh
While I'm in the
well,
car,
Brian, if you had
while
those,
I'm
you
in
don't
the
need it.
car,
You don't
I
need to
think
drive no
I'm about
tractor
to
trailer.
die, bitch. While I'm in the car, I told them people I think I'm about to die, and I have panic attacks. So I have to see a therapist for that due to this accident. So, bitch, while y'all talking, bitch,
Oh.
I'm gonna do what these people tell me to do, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say, bitch. Now,
Yeah, you should. I
and
mean,
then
I
I'm
wouldn't tell you to not do
and
that.
listen. I apologize for kicking you while you was down. I'm sorry. I genuinely mean that.
Earlier, that ain't good enough.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, go ahead, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm busy with my kid. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh, my bad. Well,
I
but
didn't
y'all.
mind. Y'all go. Yeah, let me go on mute, bro. Go take over for 2 seconds.
Okay, boo. Okay, so yeah, Brian, let's be professional. So okay,
Be professional, my ass. I'm about to hang up. Is there anything else you want to tell me? So this will be our last time talking, correct? I might
mm.
see you at next event. I don't know. Hopefully, I get my settlement. Then
Oh, you
I'm
might go.
poor.
That's cool.
I'm poor. I am poor. Okay, so it
Yeah,
is
and I
what
know
it
you ready
is.
to get, you ready to get a nice thick check.
I don't care what you say. So is this the last thing we're gonna be saying to each other, please? So you agree to leave me alone, and I agree to leave you alone. Correct? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with you no more
Okay,
because I see
cool. Well, just leave it.
it's a
Don't
constant
add no
struggle
extra
to try
fluff
to
and bullshit
get you to
to it.
understand what's going
Don't
on.
add no extra fluff or bullshit to it, because you're fucking king of fluff and bullshit, bitch. So anyway, um,
Oh, HTS Sweetie is in Seattle too. She going? Oh yes, I hope
I'll go to
so.
next event. Okay,
Oh, you'll
and
go. That'll be nice, Brian. You
yeah, because
should.
I have family in Seattle.
I hope you really go.
Well, we'll see what's going on. It depends on if I'm poor or not. When is it? Halloween, she said. I guess I could save a
Yeah.
penny. I guess I could save a penny a day, right? A penny a day would get me there, right? Oh,
Um. Well, it's kind of Seattle is all the way up north,
or
so I
maybe a
know.
nickel. Maybe a nickel or
Yeah,
a
you better get
quarter.
your
Okay,
plane
a
ticket right
quarter.
now.
A
You better
quarter,
go ahead
right?
and get it
Okay.
as soon as you find out when she gonna have it. You better get it because
I might do
plane
a
tickets done
dime.
went up to
I
about
might
three
do
hundred
a
dollars.
your mama's a
Or I
quarter
mean,
piece.
well,
She
three
fall
hundred
from a
and more.
dime.
I mean, what am I talking
I
about?
like that what
They
you're
like
doing
five hundred
right
dollars.
there, right there. Put your hands in your mucks. That makes you
All right. Yeah.
stare.
So Brian, you open coming. Just found out about the event today too. When I heard this shot, Kim and Rose coming, I go, that'd be a good opportunity to meet them both. Even though it's a far way to go to meet them both, but hey, I love. I've always wanted to spend more time. Like I've been there, like just on the road, my husband with us, but I haven't actually been on the ground. That used to be one of my favorite cities because I used to love rain a lot, and it's rained all the time, and that's the birth of Starbucks and everything, and
Oh
those little
shit.
open fish market. It would be so much fun. Oh, if I could, we do this. Well, I think I might get an Airbnb instead of a hotel and cook because they got them fresh seafood. I could fry you and my baby, both of my babies some
Oh,
fish.
that sounds good. Shit. Can I
Yes.
come?
Oh,
Shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of
even
course,
so, we
Brian.
was ready.
Yeah, of course.
That do
I'm gonna
sound
host the
good.
hospitality suite. I'm gonna cook. Yeah, that'd be fun. Cause
But
I've
let me
always
tell you,
wanted to go to those markets.
I always watch Frasier. I used to stay up, and Frasier used to come on UPN at nighttime, and I used to love watching, Frasier, Miles, and the dead end, and the lady that lived with him. I think her name Beth. I don't know, but Seattle and Portland, Oregon, and St. Louis and Niagara Falls have been on my bucket list of places that I must see. So Seattle might be cool. And it would be nice to meet Ness. Cause I would love to
Mm.
smoke with Ness. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would smoke with Ness. I'll break that thing right in half. Here, girl. You get your half and I get mine. And I would love to smoke with Ness on some real nigga shit. Cause she be, coughing. I want to taste some of her weed. I ain't gonna ever lie to you. But it is what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
we got the dispensaries up there. Oh hell yeah, I gotta get you to the dispensary.
And I'm gonna stay far.
Oh, boo,
I'm gonna
I can't
just
smoke.
and let me
Oh
tell you,
yeah,
Demon.
that's
So,
right.
oh yeah, he got that old, rocket science
Enjoy
job.
me enjoy. You can watch me and enjoy me enjoy enjoying. You
Okay,
could be
we
there for
got to break the
more.
shit in threes then, because I want to smoke what you be smoking too,
Hell
Demon.
yeah.
So,
We Ro can just watch. Yeah, I'm still gonna make him go. He just gotta watch.
and
Ro,
then the
you can have
sad,
him cocktail.
and then the sad thing
Yeah,
about
we
it
had went to
is,
the dispensary though. Me, Ness, Shakim, and Lemon, we did go to the
Oh, okay,
dispensary that time.
that's right.
but the fucked up part about it is,
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm gonna be sitting right next to Honest Row, and I'm gonna play like he's not even there. Ain't that some shit? Oh boy,
Boy, back you
Ro,
wish.
mark your words. Don't you say
All right.
nothing to me,
Oh yeah,
nothing.
you're gonna be in your next phase of your renewal. So yeah, you might be able to
Just
do
don't
that.
say nothing to me, okay? And we can coexist. Just literally don't even look at me, okay? And I'll be down for that. I can honor that. Honor your oath is what they say. I can honor that and just pretend that you're not there, okay? Let's have fun. Now that do sound fun, but y'all have a good night, okay? And roll. Keep your promise. Just move on with your life and just know I'm gonna be praying for your success. I want you to still. I want you to get your promotion, bitch, and be the head rocket scientist, bitch, at the firm. Okay?
Brian, I'm gonna go
Fine.
ahead and set
Okay.
the live. We're gonna do it for Friday morning because, like I said, we're gonna be doing all the birthday activities tomorrow. We're gonna do it for Friday morning ish,
I'm
late
down.
morning. And I'm gonna talk because I've been thinking in my head while y'all was talking. Ooh, I already got the title. It's gonna be called because it's one of my favorite books. But I'll explain why it's my title, but on the live. But it's gonna be called "Your Blues Ain't Like Mine." So we're gonna talk about some of like disparity and like race and gender things in healthcare, what we can do, and whatever Brian wants to share, and how much we set the support. He can let us know from his self instead of us dissecting it. He can have talk about it for himself
I'm
before
down for that. I
we can
got
do
you. I'm
that.
down for that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But y'all, so y'all gonna try to exchange numbers? 'Cause I know Brian had a situation with his phone, and Rose said he didn't have your new information anymore.
I don't know if he
Okay.
wants to have a conversation, but like I said, I don't
I didn't see the back chat. Did you see the back chat, Brian? I just never saw that.
nah.
Yeah.
Hold up. Listen, give me your number right quick. Hold up right quick. Give me your number. Put that in the back chat. And I'll give you a call. But I don't want to try to fight with your ass. I ain't trying to like get with you or nothing like that. You need to get over yourself on that. People think I'm in love with you and this and that, and it's just like it's really weird because they
Yeah,
saying
because
that
you
you.
said it's on my side of things. 'Cause remember you did just make that video. Okay.
Well, listen, I ain't trying to fight with you. It seemed like I was the one behind the scenes telling you to build you up. You just told the people that I said no. Let's go to your channel. Let's build your channel up with your ASMR. I became your moderator. So I ain't whatever you
Yeah, it
say.
should have been 2 street, Brian. You want to
I
build
didn't want. I
yours
don't care.
too.
My channel is not for
Yeah, but it
profit.
was
My
nice. He wanted to support you because you was monetized. Brian ain't really trying to do it right. 'Cause he
exact.
was trying to help you to. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what I told him. And for him to try to use
But he
that as
tried to
a,
use that against me though.
I did not
You
use.
heard him.
Man,
He said that I changed, and then he was saying that I went Hollywood.
well, I felt like you did win Hollywood a little bit, And that's my opinion. The beautiful part of life is that we are all entitled to be ourselves and have different opinions and thoughts and things. That's my opinion. I feel like you went a little Hollywood. Is that good or bad?
But Ro, you were saying earlier you can kind of see, because I said, do you see any kind of like where he maybe come from with that? And what was you saying? Because then I had to get it, because you were saying, well, maybe I don't think I've changed, but maybe he feels like that, like you.
Oh
Because you
yeah, that
had.
I got messier. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? I didn't hear that part.
but
You must be.
Brian is messy too, though.
I'm messy up front.
You know,
I'm messy. I'm crazy. I'm a Sagittarius. I cry. I'm weird. I tell my business. I live out loud because I can't keep it in. That's the okay. Is that wrong for me to be that type of person? Ain't nothing wrong with being messy, but your messy is weird, bro. I ain't never seen your messy before. Your messy is like a scientist, like laboratory, sneaky type of cooking up something and then bam type of shit. My message is just like me, just look, it's me. You know, let's cuss each other out. Your messy is
that's
weird
your
and you do weird
opinion.
shit. You do weird shit. Like come and like throw that weird slick shade. And your shit is very calculated. It's good. And that's why I say you have gotten messier. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe I can't take it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I can't take. Maybe I can't take how you know how to read, but you do yours in a weird type of way to make people want to sit up straight. Like, bitch, what you say? Like you said, go up there with a suit, and like that shit'll make me mad. Like, what the fuck is you talking? A suit to do what, bitch? This is serious. What you talking about? A suit? Go
Ain't
to
a
the
suit
people.
serious? A suit
Girl,
is
get
serious.
back, get back, get back, get back.
A suit is professional.
Maybe
And then,
that's what
and
it is.
you a Republican too. Act right. Act according.
Well, bitch, I'm half Republican because, like I told you
Yeah, you
earlier,
talking about some
bitch,
you had Republican. You was
in
all full
certain people
fledged
I
Republican
fuck
when you
with
sat up there and you
on
voted for that
both
man.
sides.
Come
I
November,
fuck with my
baby.
girl.
You
What's
was
my girl
Irvin of
name?
all Republican.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Act
Jasmine.
according to
I
plan.
fuck with
You see Candace Owens
AOC,
wears a suit. You put a
and
suit on too.
I fuck with
Ninja.
on certain stuff. I fuck with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she a racist a
Yeah,
little
oh,
bit,
look at
bitches.
that
But
messing
I
with her
do
too.
like
Look at
some
this.
of her stuff
Oh,
on
he a
certain
terrible
stuff.
thought.
I
Messing
fuck
with
with
her
a
too.
listen. If
I
you
can't do.
listen,
I
I
can't do this
love
one.
Greg
I can't do
Abbott.
this one, y'all.
I
Molly,
love
get him.
Greg Abbott. I'm a Governor Abbott, and it's a few other people I love, bitch, on both sides.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Man,
What do
Marjorie
do
Taylor
you need to
Greene,
look
and when
at
I got
Tabitha?
Jasmine
Tabitha
Sullivan
Brown,
bragged her, I
okay?
was laughing.
Speak
So I love people on
Tabitha
certain
Brown speaks
stuff.
politics. She will
I
read
don't
the
give a fuck about
dog
no
ish out of
Tabitha
you.
Brown. I like her too. And when she say like
Yes,
so like
Tabitha
that,
knows
I love me
her.
some Tabitha Brown, baby. What Tabitha Brown say like so like that, baby? I fucks with Tabitha Brown, but I don't give a
She
fuck.
don't mess with
Her,
no Trump.
I don't give a fuck.
She don't mess with nothing
If
he
she
got to
don't
do
like
with.
me for who I vote for and this and that, then that's her fucking problem. I don't give a fuck. I don't agree with some of the shit she be doing, like thinking a carrot is a hot dog. It's okay. She's vegan, okay. So, but I still watch her
Oh
and give
yeah,
her
I like a
videos I
lot of my
like.
vegan queens
So what the
too.
fuck are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm talking about
What are
the
you
wrong
talking
one.
about?
No,
Don't like
I ain't
me
talking about
because I
Tabitha
voted for
Brown. Not
somebody.
that
Ain't that
one.
my American
I'm
free
talking about
right?
Tabitha Brown in politics. That's the one I'm talking about.
I don't give a fuck. Her politics, I don't give a fuck who she
Yeah,
vote
that's the
for.
one.
That's her
Yeah, she don't.
right.
No, she don't want no.
That's
I
her
ain't talking about
right.
that
And
one.
I hope she
Yeah, I'm
donated
talking
to
about
her
Tabitha
party.
Brown speaks politics. That's her name.
I hope she spoke. I hope she donated to whoever she needed to donate to have a vote. Okay, her political party. I don't care who nobody vote for because that's your American free right to vote. It's a privilege, and
Well,
you
it's
have
not
the
really
right.
about the vote. It's about their opinions
Well,
and
I don't
what they
care.
bring to the
I
table.
voted
That's what it's
Republican
about.
and Democratic on. Okay, and that's my right. I'm an American. If I like somebody issues and things and topics that I like them, talking points, let them say it, then I'm a fuck with them and I'm a vote for them. Republican nor Democratic. Like I said, I like AOC. I love me some AOC, baby. Plain and simple.
This has been one table talk right here, Demon. So
Well,
I'm
but
saying
good
we just
night.
gonna leave it here.
Yeah, good night and stop
Brian, you
judging
got
people.
anything else?
Hold up. Stop judging people because you are very judgmental. You are one of them Democrats that if you ain't Democrat, then you're bad. You voted for them. Like that's weird. Be an individual. Vote for who you want to vote for. Live your life and don't judge people for being free American citizens. Like, how dare
Okay,
you?
sir. Okay.
So if I voted for Trump, so what? What does that mean? That
Yeah,
I
you're right.
am a free citizen? No. Let's talk about it before they hang up. Excuse me, before Demon So hang up. Let's talk about it. If I voted for Trump, what the fuck does that mean?
No, it just means you voted for Trump. You have your
Okay.
things that you like, things.
Okay.
But see, I just look at things as, and I told you this before. You probably won't listen to, as such. But
Rose.
this stuff with, you like Mexican. You were just dealing with a
Bro, what you said
Mexican.
about a Mexican? What did you say about a
Yeah,
South Park
yeah,
Mexican?
yeah. You were in relations with a Mexican not too long ago, and he
Who
was
said
definitely the
that?
type that. Oh, you did. Remember, and then you said that he
You a
didn't even
fucking
speak. See, this is the stuff
you a
that I deal with
liar.
you,
Oh, you
Brian.
lie.
Am I
And
lying, or
you the
was
one
this
that
on a
took a
video that
bus
you
to go meet
made? See this?
Aladdin
I
and
don't
he
like these
stood
type of
you up
YouTubers,
in a
Demon.
whole
So
nother city,
that
bitch.
you
You got
can't
me
go by
fucked
their
up.
videos
You the one
because
who took a bus
they
to
must be
Aladdin
live.
and the nigga stood you up and you was
Oh,
there
you
and
gonna
you
bring
went.
up a Latin?
Yeah,
Let me
because
tell
now
you
you trying to
something,
fuck with me and don't
partner.
play with me. I told you said the nigga don't speak English. Get the fuck
And
up
you
out of
see,
here.
you see when he's wrong, he won't even let me
Girl, no, you see
continue.
shit. You see, I'm
He
just
doesn't
letting you
want
know.
a
Don't fucking
solution.
play
He
with
doesn't
me.
want a conclusion.
Don't
And he yeah about a
don't play with
conclusion.
me talking about it.
Y'all, this is it right here with Brian. This is it. His way
Whatever.
or the highway. Brian, you sat
I
there
didn't
and you
say
said
that.
that you like that. I mean, that Mexican. You said that you like what he was doing for you sexually.
I
And
never
then you
said
sat there and
that, and I
you were
think
trying
you're
to throw
trying to
him
get
out the
your leg
country.
back, and it's okay. It is okay.
And
Get your
see, then
leg
you run
back.
into a lick because you say you never said that. Yes, you
Get your
did
leg
say
back.
that.
Go ahead. You
You
know I
did say
deserve it.
that.
I do
Okay,
deserve it
no,
a little.
whatever. No,
I do deserve it. Go ahead and get your leg back. You feel better about yourself? Hmm. Do you feel better about yourself now that you got your leg back? Do you feel good? Tell me. Oh, so you're giving silent treatment. Okay. I see where this is. I see
I
what
don't
this
know
is.
where else to go with it
I
because
see what this is. I'm just fucking with you at this point. Look, let's just let bygones be bygones, okay? All is well. I think the audience didn't heard enough of this shit, so I'm gonna drop down. God bless you all, Demon Soul. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. So y'all have a good night, okay? God bless you all.
You too,
you
Brian.
too. Well, dear, I
Well,
hope you have a
Rose,
good convo with him tomorrow. I really do. I hope y'all have a grand time.
I'm gonna do it Friday
Um,
morning, not
don't
tomorrow,
disagree
Friday
with him.
morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna just talk in general. And hopefully, I know you be work, but I know you sometimes you be supporting in the class because you gotta work. Oh, speaking of work, real quick, well, I can talk to you offline about this too. But I was just curious: is your training complete now? Because you had to do it at
Oh,
the place. Were you able to go separate from the work to do it, like in another building? Or
yeah, we did. We went to another building, and yeah, I pulled it off. Boo, I got all A's pretty much. Yeah, all
oh,
A's.
damn!
Yeah,
Good.
all
Does
A's.
this come with a bonus or anything, or do it put you up higher on the like scale by getting more certifications, or
I wish. Nope.
it don't? You just got
It's
to
just
just
a
to keep
part of
the
the
job.
job.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, that make your resume that much better though. More shit you got going on. But yeah, I know you just let me get
Yeah.
it over because it was like looming over you, like damn. And then it seemed like all of a sudden it just came and went. It had seemed so far away, like because you was talking about that in y'all trip, and now it just be like, damn, it's already past the time y'all would have had a trip and you had your training. Time be going
Yeah.
by fast. That's why we can't waste not a minute of it. You know, it's like, ooh,
You right, boo. That's why
mm,
I do want people just to be having in the time that we have here. Just be comfortable and have fun. That's
mm-hmm.
where that's where my platform is at now, regardless of what people think. My platform is I really am going to try to stick around with entertainment. The type of entertainment that I'm pretty comfortable with.
And not
It seems
heavy,
like ain't
like
nobody ever going to be happy with. Everybody ain't going to be
right.
happy with it. But I'm just
I
at the
see you
point
moving
is where
away from like just observing because I mean I'm a supporter but as well as a friend, so just observing on both ends. I see you kind of moving away from less panel stuff and more kind of like video diary, kind of like letting people keep up with where you at and how what you're doing or whatever you're working on, things you trying more so than just like the topics as far as in the beef sector. Like you'll get up on other panels to do that, but I see you kind of just showing your people kind of what got going on for real now. It's more like that,
Yeah. Yeah,
with a
just
little
more
comedy to it too. Yeah.
but everybody I know is not gonna like it. So, that's just I'm trying to just kind of get past that part of things.
Well, I think your
'Cause that's how you do it.
supporters like it because it shows like because a lot of people have been noticing because a lot of people it take them a minute to realize it or they just never thought about it. Be like, you know what? Like I know you get it all the time because I be watching people saying to you, "Damn, y'all didn't tell me on this road just funny for real, just naturally." Like he don't even be like they just feel kind of good and like when you got dark stuff going on, I think your people do like that because you want people who they don't mind. Like Ness is one of the people who don't mind just hearing from just her your people because they never know what you gonna say or whatever while you may say gonna enjoy you just talking and rocking out and us talking especially when you be on demon time bro because I get in your ass I say Ro you can right when your lies over I be like whenever we talk on the phone next I be like Ro now don't do me nigga because you knew goddamn well what you was doing when you came on that regular YouTube shit that damn black vertical bullshit versus StreamYard, because you already know you don't want no input on what you got to say. You ain't trying to go back and forth. You trying to get your shit off and get off, and you don't want to be stopped, and you know what you damn doing. So that's what
Well,
and Molly and me can't stand it either.
you know what though, Boo? No, actually, I should have went on StreamYard, but I had to I did have to do some yard work, but I went on and sacrificed doing the yard work.
Not
I should have just
sacrifice.
did the yard work and then came live.
Rose say he sacrificed doing your work for us. Well, Ro, we appreciate all your sacrifices that you make for the beef sector. Let me be the first to of the 1.5 sector of the beef sector. Oh, Ro, you 1.5 too.
Thanks, Boo.
I broke the categories down. Now we got so original beef sector, the OGs and all that. That's 1.0. Um, then they go up to 2.0. Then they that's what they use to talk about counterness, even though she was part, have been around Lemons, all the Shaki, people that's adjacent like that. Also people like just content creators that's the merge. Maybe King Ramen will go into that, even though he had a channel before, but they've reserved that for like a 2.0 to like the determine difference. But they forget everybody don't fit in that category. So that's why I say I'm creating the 1.5 category because there are people like us who've been around for a long time. We not OGs, but we either like dynamic subbies / CCs or just kind of just like in that age group that's not the youngest but not the oldest set too. So me, Sir King, possibly you, argument could be said for you could put P and Brianna in either one or two. I know they don't like to be called OGs, but just to kind of like mix it up. And I think 1.5
Yeah.
also could be somebody like Demetra when she come on. Even Demetra used to have it rocking over there. I know she's been on her serious content, but Demetra one of the kind of people who can just do a show by herself without a panel too. And so, but yeah, so I
That's
think we like
right.
in the 1.5s. But you was having fun. I could tell you spinning yourself, and I could tell you knew what you was doing. I don't think you was trying to trigger him, but I do think part of it is like you say, not necessarily league back, but I mean, y'all been in positions where you felt like, well, Brian, like has said things out of anger as far as personal information. When y'all go to pastors, y'all kind of do y'all little thing too. So I'm thinking, I just think some wires get crossed sometimes. Like I said, y'all might want to when y'all talk offline, and I'm glad we was able to at least build a bridge to open the communication lines back up. Then maybe y'all can talk about do you want to set some ground rules? And I think Brian, he is gonna say, well, I want him to be able to talk about what he want to talk about, but maybe y'all can just see what y'all views are on friends and how we handle it when both of us are content creators. I mean, it's worth the conversation to kind of just see where y'all heads are at,
Yeah, and I think after a lot of what we may have been through, I'm on a level and he's on another level. It seems like right now, I guess he's going through it quite a bit, and I think he's trying to understand why I'm not so what's the word for it? Like my heart isn't fully invested in maybe everything he's going through. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe it's. I told him before though that I do. Sometimes I got to work on my human side of things. I'm still working on my heart, and trying to just make sure I give people the energy that I feel deserve it. Um, So yeah, I mean, I just got to get back in that space with him, I guess. If that's the case, if we are meant to get back in, excuse me, getting back in tune with that type of stuff. But a lot of me and Brian, a lot of our views are different. Different. I hope people know that we have some very different views. Um, that's another reason why I definitely don't feel like we should be together. Other than a one night stand or something, because no, I don't know if we could work something out like that. I mean, I know him to the point where like I know parts of him that are vulnerable, but I don't think we would mix too well. If we're gonna be serious, if I'm gonna be real, I don't think so. I don't. Yeah, no, we wouldn't because his opinion is a little bit too strong, and maybe mine is too.
Basically, well, I mean,
I don't
but
think
at
about
least
it.
like that, yeah, at least y'all were able to like, the balls in each other court who want to reach out first, text or call or whatever, and take it offline for that. And maybe, y'all will go and but hey, we got something, we got new content on the horizon because we got the Seattle people gonna be wanting to see if Bro gonna link up in Seattle. People want to go to see how, Shaquille gonna play and everything, how gonna be like, I think now we got some new little thing on the horizon, and y'all can get yourselves in position to where we can really enjoy. Because I would love for y'all to be a little more than cordial, like we all having a good time or whatever. But I think both of y'all could adapt, and I think I think y'all may actually be surprised how they may affect things. Now, I don't know about a trip, like as far as just you, like the whole Virginia thing or whatever. I can't, I don't know if I recommend all of that, but maybe that would be a way to have a neutral ground if y'all still interested. And this, I'm only saying this because not because I'm recommending it, because both of y'all have said y'all not in the place to close the door. Because obviously, he showed up here for you. Give him credit for that. It may not have been
He
at
took
first, but
forever to come.
right.
He
But
took
then he
forever.
came. But he came. And so that's one positive thing. And I'm only saying it like that because you said you're not ready to throw it away. I mean, I can have my own opinion, but y'all both have seen that y'all not ready to throw it away. So that's what y'all gonna do anyway. Then I think we can at least point out the positives or like game plan for whatever gonna happen. But I think y'all be just fine on the event. Y'all grown men, y'all know how to act.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that
Well,
volatile of a situation to where we would have to worry about safety and all of that. But but yeah, but y'all, but they won't. That's what they want to do. They both do, obviously, because even though they say they're gonna leave each other alone, everybody we see, we back here. So it's obvious that they, want to find a way to be in contact with each other for the way it can be turn out the best. The best case scenario for that. And it seems like they both are interested in that. So, because I've asked over and over again, y'all heard the interview. So, anyway, we still had a good live. I think y'all was able to get some things, meeting of the minds. We got some other discussions next came up and recap Seattle or Bus 2025, October-ish.
hey,
Yeah. They say it's gonna be around Halloween, y'all. We're gonna see who really scary. It's gonna be a scary thing. So we're finna see who gonna bring the scary. And knowing this, I'm sure it's
scary or
gonna be a
sexy now. Some people may bring
right.
the sex in.
That
Hey.
is true. Cause we need to it would be kind of fun if we did do like that little Airbnb thing and cooked or whatever. We could people could bring wear costumes, so it could be like a costume party or whatever, and turn and mix it with the Halloween. That should be very fun. Now we gotta set some ground rules for Seattle. Next about to rock the street scene this time with no sponsor, everybody on their own. So we got to see who gonna meet up. Or we think Lemon gonna come. I mean, y'all know the content alone is what is more important. Like it don't matter if it actually happens. It's gonna still be the content. So now that people starting to get a whiff of things, I wonder how that's gonna happen. I assume that Lemon gonna be attached to it by the end of the week. What you think, Ron?
Well, I know he did want to go up to Seattle to, see Ness, and I think that, I think it's room open for Lemon. I do. I think it's room open for him to come. I don't see him and Ness on a bad space right now. I think they're just on a level of, just trying to keep things cool with each other, because, I think it went something that happened where I think, um, Ness might have been a little mad at Lemon, or Lemon could have been mad at her. So, but they just, I've seen them, just kind of back off from one another. So yeah, they may just, Lemon might say, you know what, I want to go up here and see what Ness Cation, or what Ness is doing, because it'd be nice to see folks, I think, do that karaoke, and or whatever they may want to do. I feel like the people that are a little shy, be background singers. I've seen that before, and get you a nice drink. Shoot, it'll be fun.
Right, everybody bring their own drinks, and bring their own burger money. Shout out to Vegas crew. Make sure your deodorant does not leave you. Make sure it comes with you at all places. Treat that deodorant like a baby on precious cargo, baby on board. You need to make sure this we got your keys, got your phone, got your wallet, got your motherfucking deodorant. So and good thing it's October, because Seattle's already cooler anyway and hadn't had short summers. So October would be maybe the first little breeze or Jackie or hoodie wear. So maybe that'll help any kind of potential odors. But I still recommend not to try no new aluminum free, no new healthy deodorant. Try to tried and true white cake deodorant. Maybe I want to see the flakes visible because it's on so thick. So I think that I think we may be good because it'll be a little cooler and it won't, everybody should be in order. But this is plenty advance notice to make sure you have your soap and your deodorant and things. Now, I would add another messier thing to make sure you prepare for, but I do not want to lose I don't want to lose my judge positions. I don't want to do everything. I'm doing good right now. I'm just chilling in a nice middle zone, ain't in no beat. So I'm going to keep all of that. Just make sure you prepare for whatever fun or whatever situation they may happen. But I'll leave the itinerary and all that up to Ness and what she wants to do. But I'm excited, Ro. That'd be so fun to meet you and Shakira at the same time. I'm gonna be just over the moon. I ain't gonna know how to function.
Yeah, boo.
Hey, it's gonna be
I think
wild
it's
and
gonna be a
we
lot of surprises. I do. I think it's
yeah.
going. Wow.
Right. Anyway, but okay, Ro. Well, we finna go ahead and go on and see what these streets bring. We've had a real low key live. Oh, honey, we done had some low numbers, but that's okay because it was supposed to be just chilled. I wasn't paying attention to that anyway. But let's go see whatever. And Ro, before you click any links tonight or whatever, you make sure you turn the message down about 6 notches, okay?
Facts. Yeah, I
All
don't think
right,
I did my
y'all.
best for the day, boo.
Yeah,
I gotta wear that
you
right.
done plenty for the day. So it's my turn to do the whole report. So I'll get with you, Rose, sometime at the end of this weekend, and see what we looking like, and we'll bring it back over here, and so we can do our other whole report because we gotta talk about some of these hot topics, child. It's getting freakier and freakier with Diddy, and it's getting all types of interesting. So we gonna have to do that too here soon.
Okay. Yeah, I heard somebody. I don't know about it, boo. This is a little preview. I heard somebody was dangling from a was dangling from a roof or something. Dangling from somewhere. I said, what?
Right,
Yeah,
he
I
do
heard
that old school shit
going
like
on.
in the movie when they did that back in the day. Remember Five Heartbeats, whatever. Like he tried to recreate all these like Scarface, Tony Montana thing. Like he was just bigger than God. Like Puff was on some serious ego tripping
Yeah.
and so
Dang, Puff. I
casual
really
about
did like
people's
Puff. I like Puff.
lives and stuff. You know what they released today? We just took the preview for the kids. That's why I said we got to do an update too. What they released today, they say in the documents. You know who they said was named one of Cassie's drug dealers who used to get her coke. You know who they
Who was
said?
it? Oh my God.
Child Ray J, Brandy brother.
Ray J, why you always getting involved with stuff? Ray J knows so much about the industry. Like he said that his life could be in danger if he ever let some out, because he knows
Uh-huh.
about who's down low. He
And
knows.
Whitney Houston, you know that situation with him and Whitney being the last people around each other, them both known to be doing coke. And remember, they had that relationship for a while, and nobody want to explain what Ray J and her was doing together. I mean, it's all types of things that's been implied, and it's all types of stuff that always end up being about him being on coke some kind of way.
Oh,
So
you said Ray?
that's
I ain't know Ray J was doing drugs. Oh no, I
oh
ain't know that
yeah,
hard
yeah,
drugs.
yeah. He not yeah. Well, they consider they started trying to
Oh
bring
wow.
Coke back like the '80s because in the '80s it wasn't a lot of shame to it, and it was supposed to be kind of part of the elite. So they would use the term, "Oh, you want to party," like making it not so harmful. And then they were all able to move on, get jobs, could be going to real adulthood, let it go. But now they lacing it with so much shit, and then they got crack and stuff like that that kind of breaks you down more because a lot of people can't, afford, cocaine or whatever. So it's a little different. But yeah, in that industry in Hollywood and certain parts of people, yeah, they consider that just like you smoking, like we smoking a blunt. They think, I mean, they consider it a social thing. So yeah, he's been known for his coke rages. Now it puzzled me that he would need to be a drug dealer for her. Now I could see him hooking them up, because they did that special pink breed of it. I guess it's more expensive than the others. It's a different type of high class coke blow. But I can see maybe him linking it, and you could technically call him a drug dealer. I just don't see him as that's like his side hustle. Like he's just door dashing people's dope. Like that just seems too low rent of Ray J. Ray J got money on top of money. Like he's made some very smart decisions to make him probably got more money than his sister because of some of the things he's gotten into, whatever. I just don't see him as like being a traditional drug dealer. I'm thinking more so like the connect,
I
like
didn't know
what
he
y'all
had all that
need.
money. See,
Yeah,
that's.
like mm-hmm.
I know
And
he
I can
did.
see him.
Dealings with Kim Kardashian. I thought were
Yeah, the
his
videotape,
biggest.
and then he's been part of like Floyd. They call themselves the money team. Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, and all people around him done put him on the money. And then a lot of those little products like that scooter bike and shit like that, that shit took off. Like and then he got some songwriting credits for him, his sister and other people. But and all this reality TV, like being kind of like the first to get into some of these things. Yeah, he is doing. He has a lot going on as far as people kind of like dismiss him as being silly. But as far as business and all of that, yeah, he got a lot of flex to do that. But yeah, he's been so I don't think he just was like, oh, let's call, Ray J and see what that eighth going for. What not like that. I'm thinking, oh, y'all coming out the party or whatever, make sure y'all straight, or I'm going to my guy and get what you need, like the connector like that. But I don't
Yeah,
know. All this stuff
wow.
is just crazy that's coming out. It's like things you just like, man, what the hell people be? And this is the stuff that we do know, bro. Imagine all the shit be going on we don't know about.
Facts. Like I'm telling you, if he ever comes out with an autobiography, he said that he was like he would have to like his life would just be
Right.
in danger if he were to expose some things that he knows
Oh, I
about the
believe that.
industry.
I
Yeah.
believe that. And I believe Puff is one of them kind of people who he probably would be fearful of doing something to him. Like this motherfucker
Yeah.
Puffy done got whether you think he should be in jail for as long as he is or sentencing. I mean, I can agree some pros and cons on all of that. But one thing I have noticed, all the people that are coming to testify, whether it be staff or stars or whoever that had experience with him, this motherfucker had these fools terrified. Like it's like they can't even look at him in the courtroom. I mean, it's like the
What?
trauma. Like you could tell, like he was put, even if it wasn't like actually trafficking, you could tell he was like a tyrant. Like he was running this shit like a damn tight ship. Because I mean, at the best of it, because these people all look so freaking terrified of even just being able to make eye contact or look in the room or tell a story, even though he locked the fuck up. That shit is just how he done had this mind control because they've seen the shit he done, like blow up Kid Cudi car and all that kind of stuff, and get away with it. I can understand as a victim, you thinking, shit, I'm so nervous because this motherfucker's always able to escape accountability. Like, but then this is the first time he's actually been in prison. But I know he still got workers and people that do things on his order. But these fools actually look terrified. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was that over there on a big power trip, like just demonic shit.
I never thought this was gonna happen. Like to tell you the truth. Well, from my perspective, I never thought, not now, that he would be in this predicament where he's in jail, in prison, and I never saw that for Puffy. I didn't because for so long now, yeah, you heard it and it was in the wind. I know he. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the only reason I feel like is because Cassie came and made these allegations known, stuff like that. But yeah, I would have never said now, hey, Puffy's in prison. I never thought that would have happened because I've always heard it as the years, kind of, people we as we got older.
Have calmed down
So
too
it's
as we
wild.
gotten older. He had seen to start to calm down because I think a lot of this stuff about stuff that happened a while ago. I mean, a long while ago, but maybe it's recent as the Young Miami a little bit. But he have seen, especially the Kim died, to kind of be kind of a little shook and kind of calm down. So it was like, but the feds they be building cases for years, so who knows when it started. So, but he
Yeah.
seemed to be kind of.
Oh, I think. Oh, even so, I think you went out, boo. Yeah. So y'all will be at another whole report soon. To kind of give y'all just a little glimpse, a little taste. I tell you, y'all, the day was filled with YouTube today, y'all. I gotta back a little bit. This YouTube can kind of take you over. Yeah. So y'all, I gotta get ready because I do gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta get ready for that. I had some sinus issues today. You know how sometimes you get that nasal spray? I got the nasal spray and it made it worse, y'all. That nasal spray is not for me. I knew I should have got the Zer, was it Zyrtec? I should have got some of that. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good night. Other than that, this has been quite a bit of conversations that we've had today. I can't say, I'm not in my feelings. Uh I just feel like it's hmm. At this point, I know what I need to do. I'm gonna say that. I don't need to talk about those subjects no more. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Y'all ain't gotta worry about it surfacing no more. I ain't talking about it no more. Because it seems like every time I do, it's not gonna end well. So I'm gonna say whatever happens with Brian's situation, I say I wish the best for it. Yeah. So y'all, Demon, so she'll be right back. I'm quite sure. We're gonna end this though. Yeah. She probably I don't know what could have happened. Maybe she was on her YouTube. She might just end it. Yeah. But I know over the years when it came to Ray J, um, I thought Ray J just came from Moesha. I thought he was, a Moesha actor, and all of a sudden he's heard that he was with Kim Kardashian, and he had this big peen, and you know, his career took off from there. And then he was a singer. I kind of like a lot of Ray J's music. I think he was kind of in the Marcus Houston type era, and he just went on from there. But I would have never known, somebody that was on Moesha would have gotten to where he is Yeah, he was Brandy. And what is he? He is related to Brandy for real too, right? Is he her? See, that show really confused me. Moesha used to confuse me because remember at first he was her cousin, and then in the show he turned out to be her brother. And are they brother and sister in real life? I don't see. I don't know. I forgot. I think they are though. Is Moesha and Brandy and Ray J, are they brothers and sister for real? I think they are. Yeah. Oh y'all, I don't want to leave her. Oh, there she go.
Child, oh yeah, sorry, Ro. My computer had died. I had to go. We finna close it out, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah. Okay then, boo.
All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye bye.